last session you guys left Ulog's tower, had a conversation with Arcus first and Vanifair about where to head next. You all agreed on going to Cindermore, and after Thranduil had a conversation with Vanifair, reunited for a sec, you guys traveled on to Cindermore. Along the way, you guys encountered a shadow person, which liked to torment Thranduil, and Nova, through the journey, was able to find some form of common ground with Joachim, the voice in her head.
Oh man, we're buddies.
Of which Ariza and Yue are semi-suspicious. During the encounter with the shadow person, you guys also met Yue, but not Yue.
What?
Oh yeah, that was weird.
Definitely, that was straight up me, for sure.
And Yue, in someone else's not body, I don't know, managed to have a conversation with Bran. After that, you guys finally did manage to get to Cindermore, and you were able to talk your way in, convince them that you are Darkblade, and walked around a bit. You guys also encountered the owner of the big barrel, and he has given you a key to a reserved room, which he has invited you guys to essentially check out around nighttime and investigate it. While waiting for the day to pass, Nova and Joachim decide to go on a journey and sneak into the dome, which is heavily guarded, and find what appears to be the storage room warehouse thing of the Darkblade, and also in another part of this heavily guarded facility find that some of the creatures of the forest, specifically naiads and perhaps a large wolf, is being tortured. Nova left a scarf with this dryad that was still alive, and also stole a honkin' jar that supposedly has an elemental
right
in
under
it.
The shirt.
Yeah, and manages to sneak back, also potentially ruining Gog's career as a guard.
And made that one lady go insane.
Yes, back.
Therapy right now.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
She's lost it. So Nova returned back. Yue and Ariza traveled around town, gathered some information from the townspeople and one of the priests of the Temple of Dia about the history of Cindermore and kind of more or less what's going on. And you guys meet back at the reserved room. Thranduil, you just kind of took a nap in your own room by yourself, but I think at this point you wake up and you probably go see what everyone's doing. Yeah. So, I assume you guys meet back in the reserved room and you see Millie stacked out on the bed, cradling her beautiful, beautiful fiddle. And you see Nova just lounging on the couch.
This jar.
Just super proud of herself, pointing to this massive freaking jar that's in this room.
What is that?
What do you mean? What are you talking about? Yue?
Do I know what it is?
Make an arcane lore check.
Oh, what a dumb.
Doesn't even want to put up something.
You don't know what this is. Your first thought is, oh my gosh, she touched something again, now we have a bigger jar to deal with.
Oh no. Can I do it?
Yeah, you can do it.
Yes. 17.
Oh,
Just smashes.
sorry.
It's a lot of fun playing with an imaginary jar.
Ariza, you look at this, you're like, oh dang. This looks like an amalgamation of, perhaps you can, somehow you're able to piece together that there's about like 4 elementals trapped in this big jar.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
It's a what?
4?
Oh,
4.
yeah, I
4
forgot.
elementals.
Guys, I got my dice tray so we can roll.
Nice.
I forgot to.
You can roll with that.
So it doesn't like go everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What a wild ride. I mean, I guess
that's because like exit strategy.
My dice tray. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, it's cool, man.
I'm gonna turn this up a little bit.
That's cool.
Nice.
So, yeah, Marisa, that is what you see.
Okay.
We discovered Cindermore is a garbage town. The people here are warfaring, blood-hungry girls. And they're killing the dryads, so...
Actually, you two don't know that. Nova does.
Oh, crap.
Oh no!
I guess we should tell each
wow,
other.
it's like
Everybody,
Nova knows
tell everybody what we
everything over
found.
here. It's
They're
like
trying
the
to...
turntables
They're
or something.
trying to make peace with whatever's in the forest. For some reason, I highly doubt that. Just based on the happy-go-lucky nature of this town and the fact that its entire history is based on war and bloodshed with a group that was responsible for killing the god dude.
Classic.
I can't remember his name!
Azar?
Yeah!
Oh.
Azar, Nessok, which god preaching?
I don't know. One
There's
of
a
them.
number of them.
They exist.
There's a few.
One of them. Yeah, you're right. I came across one of these people that are trying to help, and she was inside. I don't know. I just happened to come across this girl. She was in a cage. She was.
What, just out in the open?
It was. She was in a cage. What was she again? What kind of creature?
Dryad.
She was dry. Okay, there we go. A dryad. She was in a cage being tortured, and there was another one next to it that was dead.
There were a number of cages.
There was a number of cages, and they were dead. They were dead in those cages.
One for sure was dead because she
One
was
for
on the table.
there was. It just was really bad. It's not good.
Why
You're right.
was this?
I was going for a walk. You know, like you guys were gone, so I just went for a walk.
Oh my.
And I just want to check out like that big dome in the middle. It's a really cool building, so I just want to check it out. So I went
Did
in.
you rescue her?
I couldn't, unfortunately.
Do I know what building she's talking about when she says a big dome?
Did you say big dome?
I did say big
Oh
dome.
yeah. Yeah, you guys know. You walked past it obviously, into Cindermore while you guys were exploring the town, so you guys saw that place had guards around it too.
How did you get in?
How did I get in again?
Use the invisibility
I
scroll.
used my invisibility scroll.
I
Nice.
Yeah. So,
And you
see, I'm
thought-
clever. I came up with that
You
myself,
thought
actually. There was no
bring
danger.
back a ginormous jar filled with whatever the heck is in there.
Oh, do you mean this jar? Are you talking about this jar, anyway? This
no,
jar?
the other one.
Oh, you're joking. No. This is, yeah. This is what I got. Yeah. I found that and brought it back, actually. Shoved it right under my shirt. It's so good. It's so good. And I got it, guys. I got this. I contributed to this team, do you see?
Yeah, just so you know, this jar is like this big and like this wide. Like it's kind of
Goodness.
It's a nice jar.
Can we maybe put that in like? Who's got the bag of holding?
Oh.
Okay, can we put that in the bag of holding? Because I mean, it's a big jar, and if anybody sees that, you have that.
Yeah, I guess so. I named it Leonard, so treat him well,
Okay,
please.
question: is it a bag or is it a pouch?
It's. I think it is. It's like a bag.
Oh,
No.
no.
If it's a pouch, we're gonna have to cut this jar up.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Who wants the box of fate?
What is that?
It's it's like my.
Oh, it's dodecahedron.
But
Yeah.
not the dodecahedron.
I mean, like,
box.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Oh,
I want
Oh,
fate
can
to
I
live
have
here.
it? Wait,
Like,
it's
do you
only
guys-
one person a day,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Well, I wanna go
Dang,
rescue the dryad chick.
It says pouch of holding.
You can't.
Okay.
You can't fit the jar.
Wait,
in.
I couldn't.
Oh,
no, you want to rescue
no.
the dryad?
Of course.
Okay, it's a little bit hard. I do have a key card. I have that card. I pull the card out. This will get you in the room, but you can't. There are guards everywhere. Can you turn invisible?
No, but I can kill them.
I can.
There are so many guards you don't understand. They got a freaking nuclear power plant in there. Okay, but they're also on higher lockdown because they might have been suspicious that an invisible person walked in. I may have made it sound like it was easier than it was. I might have made one guy lose his job and then another girl go crazy and is going through therapy right now. So, like, we could get in there, but it's going to be really hard and it might not be a good idea the way that UA is suggesting.
It might be better if we wait for a bit. I know that's gonna suck for the dryad, but like, kind of wait until everything kind of calms down a bit.
It's not gonna help if we all get caught.
Exactly.
Millie pipes up and she says, "No, but I know you're sneaky, but did anyone happen to see you at all?"
See me? I was invisible.
Well,
Oh, I wasn't invisible the whole. Oh no. Yeah, actually, I can't go to because the guy at the gate knows my face and he knows that I'm a faker. A lot happened.
You can make you
Guys,
whatever you want.
it was just a big situation. I didn't mean for any of it to happen. It just happened to me. But yeah, I can't walk close to the dome as well now because he might see me. And
I can make you look like whatever you want.
can you?
Indeed.
Oh my goodness, I would love that. Yes. Okay, I'll get
So
disguised
when we
now.
approach the
Can I get like a mustache or something?
whatever you want.
The finger stash.
He'll never notice. He'll never recognize
okay.
me with mustache.
Could make you look like Dolores
So-
Umbridge.
oh boy.
Well, I don't want to haunt his
Fit
nightmares.
in with the mayor.
Sounds like that's probably your favorite character here, Waller.
Okay. So when you were going through the dome,
Yellow. Yes.
did you see anybody of importance? If that makes sense.
Just a lot of people. There are a lot of guards. There's guards at like every single corner. They're everywhere. And then there's the lady at the desk who's very paranoid. So it's pretty fun to play with her. You know what I mean? And then there's. I think that was it mainly. I followed some people in, some dwarf guy or something.
Gnome woman.
Some gnome woman.
Yeah,
That's what I meant to say.
Cards from it.
She was just irritated with the whole system. Seemed like she's having a bad day.
Same.
I'll say around this point, with the amount of traveling you guys have been doing, it's early evening-ish. Sun hasn't set yet, but it's setting.
So then, when is that thing?
Oh,
He said after dark.
Okay.
Yeah, do I
Which
have to go?
thing?
So
They
okay,
got
I've
tribute
got.
or something?
I do have a
Tribute is the next day.
Oh.
plan. I
plan.
guess. Okay. So, UA and I will have to go attend a super. Before I continue, is there any way that I can check to see if we're being like scryed on or like overheard?
Oh.
Or like.
Good plan.
Make a perception.
Yeah.
Whatever you think will help you check.
Can I?
Searching?
Can
I don't
I
know, because
search?
like.
Yeah, searching.
Okay. 17?
Yeah,
Is
you
that right?
take a good look around the room, and there isn't really anything like scrying or of the sense, but the big jar, you can tell it's like aware of what's going on.
Okay.
You can get with that roll.
Well, the jar is just filled with elementals, so I mean, I don't think they're gonna be.
Yeah.
Trump card, dude. Bring all the
Okay.
bring in all the dryads in the forest, wage war, open up the elementals, and then just kill everyone.
Everybody dies.
Yeah.
And nature returns to
Yeah,
it.
just throw that in.
Okay, so UA and I are going to be busy, occupied, I guess.
Are you guys hanging out? You're hanging out without me?
Sure. Just. So I need you and Thranduil and possibly Millie to be lookout.
So I'm babysitting.
We have
Yeah, I
to go
guess
to
so.
a murder party, and you have to stay behind and make sure no one else
Just-
gets killed.
That sounds
Just
cool.
hold,
though.
but just let me finish for a second. So we'll go to this. We'll do this thing, and then after, if you want, you can read my mind so that you can also kind of learn what I learned, if that makes sense. So I know, I
could
obviously,
try
I
and
know.
read your mind regardless.
I know you want to know, but like I don't. I'd rather you three not come to where UA and I are going. Probably. Did I tell you that about the
Secret meeting?
Okay, so
Dude, I don't even know anything
going
about
all
You
over
guys
the
were
place.
searching the
Oh my
reserve
goodness.
room together for the thing. So I
Oh,
assume
Right,
the
I
bed
forgot
that
about that.
moved?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that tonight?
Yeah.
that is tonight, yeah.
So we gotta go to that. I mean, I'd like everybody to come, but just to not freak them out, and also just in case it's a trap, at least we can have people on the outside. You know, in case things go squirrely.
I could sneak in and visibly if
please,
that's what you're concerned
actually-
about.
You just could not.
Can I sense minds to see if she's genuine about this?
What does sense minds do?
It just says if someone's lying, directly lying to you. So I want to know if
Yeah, roll to cast a spell.
if she doesn't.
But if you are concerned about people jumping you while you go to this meeting,
I guess I
I
asked
could-
you then because I got it.
come in invisibly.
How sincere are you being right now?
Like 100% sincere.
Okay, I'll stay.
I'm not like I'm not even gonna like try and lie. Like,
I'll
no,
babysit
it's-
Leonard.
That's the plan.
No,
And
like,
Randall
I understand your
understands
concern,
Like just in case.
but my question is if you do get jumped,
Yeah.
if we're stuck on the outside, we just literally might not be able to come in.
If anything happens, shoot us a bird call.
Which one?
Like one of those.
Like the
like
raven?
a-
Like the
An
goldfish?
Oriole!
Like an orange. This is getting embarrassing.
Mom!
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh my
Dang.
gosh!
There's America's Got Talent winner over here. Ooh. You're embarrassing yourself, Kara.
Almost there.
It is, you're good.
Oh man.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, so like I'd like you guys just kind of hang out in the room, but like keep watch while we're kind of down in the meeting.
I look at the box of fate.
Yes, you look at the box of
What
fate.
do I see?
You'll say
I see my fate. Do I see the fate lady screaming at me?
you see a smithy, a weaponsmith shop, and the owner is a minotaur. You see a minotaur behind it, and along the wall you can see a range of weapons. And there you see the sword that was in the tower vision of you killing Kilris. And that's what you see.
Who's
And
Kilris?
It's a
Tieflings.
Oh! And the sword that I was killing them with is in there?
Yeah, that's what you saw.
Oof.
You saw the inside of a.
Did it look
Shop.
like a cool sword?
It had some pretty nice etchings, but it didn't have like, because I think the vision said like a soul sword or something like that
Oh,
coming off
dang.
of it. You don't see it glowing or anything, but it's beautifully etched.
Cool.
So Millie's at this point sitting up on the bed and just playing her fiddle.
Yeah, what time is it? Are we getting close to?
You guys got about like a little bit longer.
Like, I'm honestly just really scared about you guys going in there by yourself.
How? Okay. It's like an added another layer of protection or whatever. Can you like connect with my mind?
Oh yeah, I'm already connected.
We are?
Yes, I can talk.
So that like if I'm in danger you'd be able to sense it or
Sure. Well, I can connect with you whenever, but it doesn't. It's not like it lasts for a minute.
That's it.
Yeah.
so
Psychic contact.
work?
Yeah.
But I can check in with you. I can
Yeah,
sense
like
minds and
every-
check in with you every
I don't
once
know,
in a
like
while.
every
Right? No, I have to be around that thing. But I can check in with you with psychic contact however often you'd like.
good, okay.
Oh, it does last for a minute. Yeah, you can just spend magic to keep it going too.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if it's an all-night thing, that's gonna be a lot of magic on me.
Yeah.
I don't have that much right now.
And Joachim's like, another group chat?
Jojo, we talked about this.
Did we?
Jojo,
I can't
Jojo,
remember.
Jojo.
What?
It's nap time. Okay.
But this sounds so exciting, like secret mission or
I
something.
haven't really had a
Like,
long day.
that's
Remember when we went to the dome and that was like a lot.
I mean, I'm so pumped for all this stuff. I mean, the night's not over till it's over. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
it's over. So. Okay. Well, you know what? I can't even help it. So. You know, she's got a boring mind too. You don't want to talk to her mind. It's really boring. It's all like books and stuff. Like, who wants to listen to that?
Yeah, but your mind is like full of fried chicken.
No.
Now I'm thinking about fried chicken. Dang. Maybe we should go get some again.
It was really good.
Yeah, right? I told you.
love it,
I
man.
told you. Yeah. It's a good time. Okay. Sorry, I'm just too back into the conversation. Because I've just been talking to you for like a full minute. I think she just is. Oh, sorry. I was thinking about fried chicken. What were you saying?
If you're feeling okay?
Yeah, no, I'm
Okay.
fine. I'm
Okay.
fine. I'm hungry, but I'm always hungry, so.
If you're able to like connect with my mind, and then we go into the meeting, and then just in case, you know, things go down, and then
Yeah.
it's like you guys will know that hey, we're in trouble. And,
How often should I be checking in then?
I don't know how long this meeting will be. If you could do,
I've
okay,
got-
if you can be discreet, do like every 5 minutes.
Okay, here's my thing. I've got 25 magic points right now.
Okay.
That's like 8 check-ins.
Assuming they all succeed.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I'd
Assuming
say
they all
60.
succeed.
I'll say 10 minutes. Every
Every 10. Well, then it's like a lot.
every
happen in 10
15 minutes.
15.
Yeah, but then if she checks in and you're like,
Dead.
nothing, there's nothing to be like,
Wow.
oh heck.
Okay, yeah, every 15 then? So are we gonna like mind? How do you do this? How do you do this mind thing?
Oh, I'll just like, it's like a little knock in your forehead. Like, hello.
Okay.
I'll just talk to you. You're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be kind of weird, but I'm a pretty like friendly person, so like I'll make my presence known.
Okay. Could you like do it now so I know what it feels like, so it's not
Sure.
like I'm in the middle of something and then it's like something's different, you know?
Okay, just to clarify, you want me to say nothing when someone else is like saying hi here?
Yeah, I do actually.
But why?
Because if she finds out I'm gonna get sent to the loony bin, JoJo. Do you know how fun the loony bin is?
Is there fried chicken there?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'll just zip it up.
That's right. We need cardboard there. It's deep fried
Oh my
card.
gosh.
Yeah, that's right.
What does cardboard taste like?
We can try some later if you'd like.
Sure.
See- okay. All right.
Later on, when we come back out, she's eating deep fried cardboard. You alright? Yeah, man, it's fried chicken. With sauce, I don't know.
I have no idea what that was.
Reese's
but
Ardell.
Whatever Carol was
Ardell?
doing with the mayor.
Reese's Ardell.
Hi.
I'm in your head.
Nice. This is what it feels like. Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Goodbye. Okay. I'm shutting.
You shut it out?
Yeah, you get the weird
Okay.
sense of someone like closing a door on you.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How's that? Isn't that fun?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. That way I'm never lonely. I kind of like it. I always have options.
I mean,
Wait, what?
Wow. That was.
Oh boy.
I wasn't paying attention.
All right, so you guys heading?
Yeah.
The reason you way.
Keys to
We're doing the thing.
Yeah, so you guys pull the bed to the side, 9 degrees. There's a trap door there. You push it, it is unlocked. And there are stairs that go down a little bit and then turns, and you go down further, and it opens up into a wine cellar. And there standing is Arnett, the owner of the
Arnett?
tavern. And he sees you two, and you can see that he was kind of fiddling his hands a little bit, sort of uncertain if you guys are going or not. And he looks to you two and says, "Is this all of you guys? Is this it?"
Out of our party, yes.
Okay. And he looks to you, Riza, and points to you and says, "She's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
She
she's
can be
with us.
trusted."
She's with me. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And so he takes out a bottle cork in his pocket, and you can see on the front of it, this is familiar to you, Yue. There's animal heads, but it splits into different kinds of animal heads.
Ah, I see.
And then he sticks it into a wine bottle, that doesn't have a cork in it, and and the floor in the cellar shifts entirely and sinks into stairs. And this part is totally silent. There's no rumbling. There's no like moving of the floor. It just, boy. And so there are stairs, and he says, "All right, let's go." And they're winding stairs, by the way. So he goes down them. Do you follow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You...
And so it winds down for a little bit, and you can see the stairs rise behind you and close off. And you guys, it opens up into a larger room, and it low-key looks a little bit like a refugee camp underground.
I knew it.
You see some of the, you see the bartender and the waitress down here tending to 4 individuals. There are 3 lying on cots, or there's one person lying on a cot on one side of the wall. 2 others are sort of sitting up in their cots and just talking to one another. And then on the opposite side of the wall, there is someone else in a cot, but you can't really see them. That is the image. There's also storage shelves of preserved foods and some water. And Arnett looks at you guys and goes, "So, well, this is what we have set up here." Yeah, and he points to the 3 along one of the walls, and he says, "These were individuals who were saved from the Dark Blade. They either joined the Dark Blade and then realized that they weren't exactly the best people and tried to quit, and you don't quit from something like this, or they were just townspeople that were against it. So we've just been taking them in until a quiet night, and then have been trying to sneak them out." And then he looks to the other wall and he goes, "That one's a little bit more complicated." And he looks to the waitress, whose name is Vivian. He says, "Vivian, can you bring her over?" And she nods, and you see Vivian walk over, and she kneels down by the cot and is rubbing the back a little bit and speaking to this figure quietly, and then helps her sit down and stands her up. And you guys see this is a dryad. Cool. That is approaching, kind of has a blanket around her, and she sort of like very motherly has an arm wrapped around this dryad and just sort of rubbing her shoulder, and she's still the whole way talking to her calmly and whispering. And Arnett, he says, "This one came from the dome. She, from what we can tell, managed to get out, and Vivian came across her in the street and didn't know what to do and took her out."
How long ago was that?
Maybe a week or 2 ago.
Another one of our party members, just say, did some reconnaissance around the dome.
And you see his face just full of understanding all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Where is this member now?"
Oh no, she's okay.
"No, I mean, where is she now?"
Upstairs.
"Okay. Alright." And you can see that he's a little bit nervous all of a sudden here too, and he says, "Things have been going around town that someone broke into the dome, and there's some things missing, and the only person of suspect is a elf with dark skin, and they have been searching the town for them." Arnett, he looks to you two, and he says, "So, where are you guys from? Who sent you? What's..."
We heard Cindermore was a little suspicious, and we came to investigate.
Because I mean, I gotta be honest here. I was expecting more of you guys, more of us. Because I figured with a situation as bad as this, and Kai told me that more people were coming. So.
Who's Kai again?
And he looks to you also and like, "Oh crap!"
No, no, I didn't say that out loud.
Oh.
That's me saying that.
You have no idea. You've never heard this name before. tribe?
For me, I guess I was sent by, I guess, the Order of Thicket? Thicket? Is that how you pronounce
Yeah,
it?
it's a cut or something like that. You guys were sent by Kai or not?
No.
And this is when he has the oh crap moment on his face. And just like, okay, so Order of Thicket, not by Kai, but Kai said that people were coming. And says, are you sure you didn't come across a Kai? Like, you know, halfling fellow likes to chuck daggers a lot, type of thing.
Oh.
Did he?
It's Bran the man.
No.
I don't say
Kai
that
the
out
guy?
loud. I don't say that out loud. Kai the guy.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
If he has another alliance that's like Jude the dude, I'm gonna be I'm gonna go crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Where did you encounter this Kai the guy?
Oh my gosh.
Kai's an old friend of mine. He's been traveling like in and out for years.
In and out of Cindermore?
Well, I mean, he's a traveler. He likes to travel, so sometimes when he's come this way, he likes to hang out, stay for a night, tell some stories. He's a great storyteller, and also knows a lot about cultures and tongues, that kind of stuff.
So I guess, but that does.
Why did he give you this information?
Oh, I believe it was like last week or something. Yeah, he said that he was traveling like east. He wasn't going to come around here though, but he sent a message that people were coming to help, and I just assumed it was more of us. But
So you said that the dryad just kind of wandered, or you found her wandering around outside?
And Vivian pipes up and she says, yeah, I found her running in the street. I didn't really know what exactly happened, but I figured I should bring her in because, that's what we've been doing here, and I don't really know what else. It's not every day that you see a plant lady run through the streets.
Did you make sure that she wasn't like being followed or like tracked?
Oh, no, they were searching for her, but they assumed that she's gone now. Don't really, just thought that she ran back to the forest.
What does it show you?
And pretty much everyone there is like, oh.
Oh dear.
And Arnett, he says, tribute happens every week, or sometimes every other week. Every member in the town goes to the temple, and they have one of those fabricals, and everyone gives a piece of themselves to this
What the
fabrical.
heck is this?
And
Cold. Sorry.
Is that you like checking in on us?
No, I'm not. I haven't checked in yet. That'd be good, but I didn't think to.
yeah,
Well, I probably should sometimes.
every week, non-Darkblade members must give up some of their life force to stock up on power for their soul fabricals. I have managed to work out a deal with the Darkblade that me and my employees only have to do this once a month because of how much of our establishment is going to support them. I say that loosely. For the Darkblade members themselves, they only need to do this once only. For me and my employees, we're able to recover that, and he kind of looks over to one of the shelves that has a locked box on it, and he says that artifact helps us recover some of our life force, so there isn't a piece of us missing necessarily. But for the townspeople, over time, a long time over time, they'll wear down, and some people are just so committed that they gave all of themselves.
Where is this fabrical?
They bring it out of the dome. It's
Is everyone required to go?
all the townspeople, yes.
But not Darkblade.
Darkblade only need to do it once when they are initiated. Although I did hear rumors that there's an alternative initiation process, but I don't know much about it. It's just rumors. So.
I'm gonna check in.
All right. Hold on to that thought. So, Thranduil, Nova, and Millie, you guys are chilling in the room for a little bit. Millie's just nonchalantly like playing on her fiddle, and at one point she like switches to her harp and starts going at it, just trying to figure how it works. So it's borderline painful, but also kind of interesting. And about maybe 10 minutes in, you hear people like knocking on doors on the hall for a second, or for a few minutes at a time, and then close the door and then move on to the next door. And you hear a knock at your door.
Wait, sense minds. So who's at the door? Like what kind of person? So animal or person?
They are 2 orcs.
Yeah.
You can get the sense of that. And they're like just knocking on doors. I don't really know how. Yeah.
Is there a peephole in the door?
Oh, well, we could have did that before I said minds, Fred.
There's the lock. There's like the door, the keyhole. There we go.
Could I look through the keyhole to see if there's any Darkblade?
Yeah, they're Darkblade.
Okay.
So,
I cast illusionary scene and make the room look empty.
Alright.
Yes!
Roll to cast the spell.
Oh, God.
So you hear the door knob rattle, and did you guys lock the door?
Probably.
Alright, and so you hear like banging on the door, and you hear someone say like, Darkblade, inspection check, open up. And they bang on it again.
Can we get up in the rafters? They were playing around on the rafters earlier.
You can try. Yep.
What do I
Make an acrobatics check.
6, 7, 8, 9. Side dex. 12.
12?
Oh, 13, 14. I have it.
Oh yeah, you just are able, in classic
I'm up
elf
there.
fashion, able to get up on the
That's
rafters. Millie, she stopped, like obviously when the knocking came on the door, she stopped playing her harp and like kind of got off the bed and just went under it.
Okay.
Okay, can I? I'm going to cast Figment and make just like a regular human man. And I'm going to unlock the door, but then move out of the way and leave the man there.
What the heck?
Okay. Roll to cast the spell first.
Was it loud enough for it to be heard?
It was like quiet because she knew that like there was a meeting going on.
Yeah.
So I won't screw you guys over that way. Have a player who's not here.
that way. Oh no.
And then I'm just going to back up into the corner and just leave my Figment there.
Yeah. So the door, you open the door and the Darkblade see a man there, just a generic man, or
do I know, like, does this tavern, is it run by Darkblade?
it's a Darkblade establishment. Yes.
So he'll be normal, like, but he'll have a couple of Darkblade things, but he won't be, like, fully done up.
All right. So the door opens and they see this Figment there, and they go, "Sorry, just need to look around in the room a bit, make sure that nothing suspicious is going on in here. There's been reports of like some stolen items over an important facility."
You don't say. Well, come on in.
And they both look at each other like, what the heck are they doing nowadays? And yeah, they walk in and they look around and they say, "You don't mind if we search like through here in depth, right?"
Do what you want.
Alright, did you guys put the bed back in place?
Obviously,
yeah.
I'm assuming.
I was gonna ask you that when they went down.
Securely.
If the door was closed, but yes, I definitely
okay.
would have put the bed back.
Alright, everything's back in place. Alright, so they look around a bit, like they kind of tear off the bed, looking in the pillows and all this stuff, and look under the bed, don't see Millie because illusory scene. busted spell, but okay. You go through the wardrobe, don't find anything, because you guys pretty much have all your stuff on you. And they come across the sort of dresser where the big jar is on top. And so they...
Oh, we didn't put it in the bag?
You can't fit it in the bag.
Oh,
It's a pouch.
dang.
Pouch of holding.
It is invisible.
It is invisible.
Do they touch
Can
it?
I sneak up and grab it?
Yeah, this may be... It'll say a stealth check, because you're trying to be quiet with this.
Yeah.
Actually, Nova, make a stealth check.
A stealth?
A stealth check. Just make sure that you're not, like...
Straight. Do it in the
What did I
straight.
get? Is it triple ones?
I'll
Looks
just
like
keep
it.
this one.
2 1s and a 2!
For fuck.
Oh no.
7!
What'd you get?
15.
15.
Oh my gosh.
Thranduil, you try to grab this jar to sneak it away, and you knock it on the floor.
Oh! No! It's
And
gonna break.
so they hear this. It doesn't break.
Oh.
Oh.
It doesn't
even
break.
still.
You're good.
Uh-oh.
Dude, everyone would die.
Yeah, it doesn't break. It's fine.
The whole building, just all of a sudden they hear.
What the?
They like float around the room.
But it does make a
My
sound.
figment is going to go, all of us, you know, to our neighbors. I'm gonna walk, and the figment's gonna like walk out of the room and like, aha. And I'm gonna pick up the jar and move.
Wait, what?
So my figment is going to say, oh, it must be one of those darn people out front. And I walk outside in a huff. With, like, the figment does, and then I grab the jar off the floor.
Make another stealth check.
Come on, man.
18.
Hey.
Oh yeah. Alright.
Oh my gosh.
That was a big oof.
Yeah, as it walks out of the room, we'll just say that the spell ends. Because it's almost...
Yeah, so, like, he turns the corner and just hits.
Yeah. So they hear this big crash, and they look, and they see nothing there. And then they see the figment leave, and one of the guards go, hold on a second, and he goes to follow him. And the other one is just staring at the ground like, what? And you can see him, like, put his foot there and try to see if there's anything of substance there. And at that point, like, you had already taken this jar away.
Good call, man.
And so now this guy pulls out his sword and is looking around intently. And...
So I'm just holding the jar?
yeah, you're holding the jar.
How do we want to do that?
No. Distraction? I don't know.
Do we want to take them out, or do we just want to get them out?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Don't do that.
No, but you're watching from the rafters
I
here.
know, I
And
am.
Joe he goes, what's the plan?
Okay, I'm gonna contact Thranduil right now.
Alright.
With the 6 stun points I got from getting the jar, could I use Tower of Will? It's just a +1 bonus to any close step.
Because, like, okay, you don't want
That's
to
not
kill
gonna help,
him.
really.
You don't want to kill him, because that'll
We want to
alert-
trick him and get him
Yeah.
out of here. Yeah. Okay, but I
Just create
contact
a
Thranduil.
Alright.
Okay.
Thranduil, where are you? Oh, can I see him actually? Can I see him?
Yeah, you can see him.
Okay, Thranduil, what
Yeah,
do we do?
you and Millie can see us, but they can't.
What do we do?
I don't know. Do we want to kill him? Do we want to get...
Should I
What do we
sneak out
wanna
and
do?
try and cause a scene in the hallway?
Can't you, like, cast something?
Yes,
From the
please.
place?
Yeah, like
Like
make him fall
distraction?
asleep.
No, I
And
don't.
throw him out the window.
I can't do that, guys.
Could you, like...
Oh, I have sleeping darts.
Thranduil, what's your spell power?
My spell power for which? 15? For illusion? Is 15.
Oh, okay. So he does not see you through your illusion.
Okay, Thranduil, I'm thinking sleeping darts. What are you thinking?
Yes.
Okay,
That.
I'm in
yeah.
the rafters.
Alright.
How do I shoot a sleeping dart?
What weapons do you have?
Oh, I don't have darts.
Like, not weapons. Your weapon groups. What are they?
Brawling and staves.
This is not part of your weapon group. This would be like blades.
So I can't use them at all.
You can use them, but you have disadvantage.
How? Oh, okay.
Like,
Just walk up to him and stab him in the neck.
it's weird. Like you have disadvantage and some. Like you have a not like full disadvantage.
Do you think it's worth it to sneak up on him then? Do you think that's a better idea?
But he's also.
He's got his
unaware.
sword out.
I'll just say it's a straight roll.
But if you miss, they'll hear it.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, and I'll call for help. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna sneak up and do it. Good call, Thurindle.
You're still on the rafters.
I'm gonna get down.
You're gonna get down.
Yeah.
Make an
Jump on
acrobatics-
him.
Make an
I'm not
acrobatics
jumping on him.
check.
You jump on him and stab him
3,
with a
4,
sleeping
5,
dart.
6, 9, 14.
So you jump. How do you jump off the rafters?
Well, I'm trying to be quiet. So
Okay.
it's like hanging off and then I land on my toes and then I transfer it through the rest of my foot into the ground like we are taught in dance class.
Yep.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
So you
quiet.
do that, and you kind of fall down onto your knee a little bit.
Okay.
And just that small sound, he noticed. And he turns and he faces your direction, but he doesn't see you. And at this point, the other guard comes back and says, I don't know where he went.
Okay.
And he goes, there's, the first guard, he says, there's something shifty going up here. I don't know what's happening.
With illusionary CNET make sound.
Okay.
So in the hallway, I'm going to make a similar crash sound that with the jar,
Yeah,
when
man.
the jar hit the ground.
Get it.
I'm going to do that in the hallway.
Fire it up.
Okay, make a deception test. I'll just say.
Okay?
We'll see if
Ooh, 17.
oh, man.
13 plus 4.
I'm so sad. Yeah, one of the guards, like, hears a crash sound and he says, like, I'll go check it out. So the second guard goes back out, leaves, and the first one kind of falls to the doorway but just stays there and is standing and just keeping watch.
You, like,
Okay.
I can't really like lull him to sleep.
or you could just wait it out. I mean, he's like leaving, but he's just kind of waiting. So you could just
Oh no, if
wait
we
it
go,
out.
if we
They're
go,
coming back.
Also, like, is he blocking the door? Or do you get past him?
I'm assuming
no,
so.
he's blocking the door. He's
Huh?
like standing in the doorway.
Yeah. Let's just put him to sleep with my dart.
And then do
Yeah.
Yeah, she casts
We're gonna
that.
put his body.
Oh, she cast something.
He's just gonna
Millie's
fall asleep.
casting.
Yeah, so you two see Millie crawl out from under the bed and she kind of goes like, I got this, you know, with her mouth. And so she walks out of the room, and as you see her walk out, she casts illusory guise and changes herself into like a gnome, and she wanders, like, as she gets out of the room, she is out of your spell Thranduil, and she comes across and she's holding the jar, the big freaking
What the
jar.
heck is she doing?
As part of her illusion, guys. And he goes, oh, look at this! And she chucks it over the banister and bolts. And so the two guards go like, whoa! Like, what? And they get out of there. And Millie's just gone. She's, like, you see her scramble down the stairs.
She turns into a bird and flies away.
Oh,
What?
Oh no, we're really gonna get caught.
Really?
So, oh my gosh, she has intense dexterity.
Wow.
So the second guard goes to grab her and she goes like whoop, like between his legs, and just keeps going. And she's playing her fiddle as violently as she can. And she's like, she's like grabbing copper or like silver and she's chucking it into the bar. And people are swarming this money. And she, even though she whines and weaves through the crowd, like the guard at the top of the banister goes, oh yeah, there, I see her, yeah. And the second guard is like trying to shove his way through this. And there's just this chaotic scene going on. And you two below can hear all of a sudden all this shifting and moving upstairs too. And you don't know what's going on.
no.
Because it's like the entire bar upstairs is like all this stuff. And Millie goes out the door, and that's the last you see her. Was one guard trailing behind her. The other one is now going down the stairs and trying to search for the big jar.
I close and lock the door.
Millie might have
No,
died.
we need to get out of the room.
What?
We need to get out of the room. We need to clean
Oh,
up
okay,
and
then
get out.
And so at this point, you check in with these two.
Yes. Hey, Ariza, hey.
You gotta cast
hey.
a spell.
Oh yeah.
Make sure you're marking off your magic.
Riza.
What is happening up there?
Don't come up because the Dark Blade came to our room and then almost found the jar, but we've got it. But they're running after Millie right now, and me and Thranduil are gonna try and clear the place out and go hide somewhere. You guys don't show your faces. Don't come back to the room.
Okay, because they're also hunting you too. They know there's a wanted kind of elf with dark skin, which is like.
I got her covered.
So you are also being hunted. So just watch yourself.
Okay. I shut it off right there. Thranduil, you gotta hide me. You gotta hide me. They know what I look like. You gotta give me that mustache.
Oh shoot. It's 6+5. Sweet. Okay, I almost failed.
While he does that, I'm drinking.
What do you want to look like?
Something that's not what I look like. Very much not what I look like right now.
Don't do a nose either.
You are now.
Don't do a nose.
Yeah, you're an orc with a
Good
mustache.
call.
An orc with a mustache.
Yes, thank you. Okay. Is that normal? Do orcs normally
And-
have mustaches?
How tall do you want to be?
I want to be the average. I want to look like average Joe. So if we haven't seen very many orcs with mustaches, I don't need a mustache.
Sweet. You also sound like a male.
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
Use it. Yeah, because the illusionary guy allows me to change how she sounds now.
Oh yeah, it does.
So
Okay.
every time she speaks, it now sounds like a male.
Yeah. I'll say with this, you cast a spell, the illusory scene also drops.
Okay.
Yeah, which is fine. They're out of the room.
Alright.
Where are we gonna go? Where do we hide?
We need to find Millie. We need to go now.
We need to find Millie. Okay.
Alright, so we'll come back to you two down here. So Riza, you just got that message from Nova.
Can't leave him alone for like 5 minutes. So they've, I guess, set a distraction. So it's nothing. Shouldn't say that. It's not directed towards us. That makes sense.
Like you have no indication that they're knowing
Wait.
what's going on down here.
Well, I mean, like,
Is Thranduil are you just carrying this jar through the place though?
There is this massive freaking jar.
Yeah, you're just carrying. Okay. Good. We'll deal with that later. I just wanted to check.
So
That's a big-
Can I cast illusionary guise on one person?
break? No.
Pardon?
Can I cast illusionary guise on more than one person? It doesn't say in here.
I'll just say you can spend like double the magic to cast it on another person for the same roll.
Okay, I can do that.
You need a potion? How are you doing with your
Yeah,
magic?
I succeed. I now just look like your classic elven person. Like, I don't have the jar anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
So Arnett, he kind of looks up, is there a fight going on up there? I don't hear. And he looks to the bartender, who's down. He goes, "Can you check that out?" And he goes, "Yeah." And he goes back the way you guys came down.
Oh. Okay.
I'm gonna go over to the dryad chick. I assume.
Yeah,
Oh.
she's still there. She's still standing there.
How big is she?
How big is she?
Yeah.
She's like, she looks like 16 years old, 17.
Yeah, I'm probably super tall. I'll kneel down. I'll look at her. She came out of the building, right? Did you?
Yes.
Did you notice any more of your kind in the building?
She looks to Vivian. She nods. She goes, "It's okay. Like you can trust these people. They're not gonna hurt you." And she says, "My sister was there." And you can see that she has like broken English, or common, I should say.
Oh, I see.
So she's trying to convey, but it's very difficult. And you get the sense that Vivian has been trying to teach her.
Do you think was there? How many more were there other than your sister?
And she sort of thinks to herself, and she holds up
5.
5.
How far into the forest is your village? Or I guess an easier question would be, if we were able to get your people out, would they be able to find their way back? If we led them to the mouth of the forest.
She nods.
What time is the, I'll stand up. Look at the dude. What time is the tribute tomorrow? Is it tomorrow? Yeah.
It's tomorrow, yeah. He and Arnett, he says around noon-ish.
Did Nova give me the key card that the frumpy chick had?
I don't know, did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Thinking I might want to break into that place tomorrow. During tribute. Stage should be clear. Could also do some more recon in the building.
You guys are also going to meet the leader of the Dark Blade tomorrow. Everyone, like recruits.
That's okay. He can do. He can do person disguise thing and show that I'm there or something.
But I mean, technically, you disguise yourself as a current member of the Dark Blade, so.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna look at the girl again.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna do everything I can to free people. I know what it's like to be hunted.
Very dramatic.
I mean, helping dryads is great and all, but like, we're here for bigger purpose.
My main concern is
Because I mean, if we can deactivate or destroy or like get that fabrical.
that's my thought. But at the same
which
time,
it's like controlling everything.
at the same time, it'd be nice to have a backup plan.
Yeah.
You got.
Get the dryads.
You
on
do
our side.
have the anti-necrotic fabrical that you like gave you to.
I could eat it during the thing.
I'm not going
I mean,
visible. Set it
that'd
up.
be cool, but like, okay, no, but the whole place will be swarming with Darkblade, though.
Well, at this point, we've already been compromised. I don't know how much.
So what, you
longer.
wanted to do it, like, at the tribute?
Yeah.
You'd have to get close enough to that fabrical, though.
Which I'm willing to do.
Okay. But, like, at the same time...
I could. All I need to do is just go for a tribute, right?
Right.
Before I touch it.
I know that I had this, like, checklist of stuff I had to do.
Yeah,
but I
I'm
can't think of
gonna
it right now.
ask the guy. Even if we are able to disable this fabrical, do you think that the townspeople will change their mind on the Darkblade?
He shakes his head. No, when the Darkblade came a few months ago, this town was on the verge of collapse. They see this organization as heroes that saved them from the brink of death. They think that the king has abandoned them, even though he was very willing to relocate them, but Orc pride.
That's what I'm afraid of. Like, we just disable it, but then we blow our cover, and then we're swarmed by the town, who then knows that we're not Darkblade. I mean, oh, sure, we've disabled the fabrical, but, like, we've got...
Yes. You have to find a way to discredit them. Do you think if the townspeople found out about them torturing people, I guess no, they wouldn't.
They wouldn't
because
care.
yeah.
Someone want to make sure Tori's still alive?
Tori!
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 Here, I can go check.
Tori!
Have you guys decided on a team name yet?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, we did last
know,
time.
I did
It was the
I
light
mean, like,
arrows
I forgot to mention that
and
earlier.
somebody else.
You came
I've
up
got
with kind of
several.
stuff?
Oh man, I'm literally crying right now.
I missed something.
Alright, so these are the prospective team names that Lexi beautifully came up with.
Okay, to be fair, I had like a couple bad days of school, so that's kind of how I like.
So we're gonna begin with the intellectual names. So we have super high intensity team.
Oh, just I think that's
Still a good
better.
one.
Friends undermining corrupt kingdoms successfully. Sympholians unabatedly negating tyrants secretly. Detectives investigating crooked aristocratic state. Super amazing dwarf and friends. And then we got one that's got a few variations. We got team in tough situations. Together in tough situations, or teamwork in tough situations. And then we have brave individuals that creates haters. And then my favorite, order of friends.
I like that one too.
It's what?
Order of friends.
It's just
What's your group? We're the
okay. It's like the fellowship, but it's relevant to us.
Order of friends. We're the oof, and also we can say it without having to like whisper it or censor ourselves. That's a win.
I vote for the London.
I also vote for that. That's good.
Okay.
Order of friends.
I have more.
Oh yeah, there are some like actual like
yeah.
cool
Well, and if it
sounding
makes
ones.
Rachel if it physically pains
We've
her, she
got-
can call us the Order of Friends.
We've got the literal.
But I mean, I kind of do like.
We've got the literal Konami code.
Yeah.
The A team, like AYYYY team.
Yeah.
We got Carlisle Crusaders.
Oh, that's good too.
I like that one, yeah.
And then we've got a bunch of like,
So I was just kind of
Latin
throwing
stuff.
around Latin.
yeah, there's a bunch of Latin stuff.
Although that last one, I kind of like the Hungarian one.
The Morai,
It's like
Fenye.
Morier,
Mourier, Fenye,
Fenye. So it's
Mourier, Fenye.
not- I don't know. I mean,
The Order of Fenye.
Fate's Light. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I really like Order of Friends.
I also.
That's cool.
Alright,
Are we?
it's
Is that our
really fun.
final?
Those
Even
are
though,
excellent.
you know, the other names are pretty cool, but somehow I don't think they're gonna fly.
Yeah.
I don't know how well they're going down.
Yes.
Alright, so we're gonna hop back to Thranduil and Nova. So Nova, you just sent
Yes.
Ariza this message,
I did.
and Thranduil and you are both like, we gotta get out of here. Yeah, you've done your illusory guides and all that, and
Yeah.
Thranduil has
So
a
as we
job.
leave the room, I lock the door and slide the key back into the door so that they can get out.
Okay. And you guys are leaving now. The tavern?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
As
Illusory.
inconspicuously as possible.
Yeah. So Thranduil, I need you to like make a dexterity acrobatics check to see if you can get through this crowd without the jar falling from your hands.
Yikes.
Okay.
And he's also-
15?
Yeah, you're able to like surprisingly well be able to sidestep a lot of these people.
I'm just like ballerina dancing. So, like,
Yeah.
my head.
So you guys have left the tavern. What now?
Can we see where the commotion is going and see if we're Amelia's?
At this point, you guys can't really see where Millie went. Like, there is the stuff going on in the bar. Yeah, it's right now. It's kind of quiet outside.
Let's find another place to stay for the night, man. Inconspicuous.
Can you make contact with Millie and just tell her what's going on?
Yeah. Okay.
3, 6, 9.
Yes. Oh wait, no. Is it 13?
12, 15, 18,
I've already forgotten.
21, 24, 27.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. Millie,
Yeah.
are you alive?
Oh, well, you know, I'm kind of hiding in a tree right now.
Okay. Are they gonna find you? Are you?
Nah, man. Like, I'm good.
Okay. Okay. Turtle and I are gonna try and find a place to stay and hide the jar.
Oh, okay.
Ask her if she wants to meet up with us before we get there, or if she just wants to stay with you for now.
Yeah. I'll wait until she's done looking here.
Well, I mean, from here, I see the temple. I see, I see a fancy house. That's probably the mayor's house. I see kind of like this other facility. I think that's where the jail is. Probably not a good idea there. There's the dome. Is that? Oh my gosh! You raided that thing, Nova?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. And I see another gate. It opens up. Well, it's to the forest.
We go to the
And-
forest.
Oh, I'm curious.
It's kind of sketchy, but
Oh, I thought of a
Dang.
great name. Awesome Super Soakers.
Oh my gosh.
Joking! Sorry! Can you imagine? What's your name?
Melody says, I think there's a hole in the wall around the back of Big Barrel. Like, I think there's a brick that's fallen out.
that's very promising.
How big is the
How big is the hole?
And the connection cuts out because it's been
Okay, yeah.
Aw,
there's
man.
much. Okay.
Dang it.
Turndle, there's a place. Melly has a place for us.
There's people in the street, right?
I mean, there's some people walking about.
Oh, the more I think about it, the dumber it is.
You do see some dark blades here and there.
Friends undermining corrupt kingdoms.
Gosh darn it. You're all gonna die.
We can't call ourselves that.
Why not?
I feel like we should go
To
to that place in the hole in the wall.
yes, we need to know where it is before we wander around the city.
Well, I saw it, right? Did I see it through her eyes? Did
No, it doesn't work that way.
Okay, well, that would have been cool. Well, that didn't help. Do I understand where it is at all?
She said it was behind Big Barrel.
Well, okay, it's behind Big Barrel. Let's just go to Big Barrel. Do I know where Big Barrel is?
The Big Barrel is the tavern you guys just walked
Oh,
out.
okay, well, let's just sneak around there. We're already here.
Tavern you just walked out of?
Yeah, we're
Like-
already here.
Like,
Oh.
oh.
So,
What?
let's just sneak around back and see what we see.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
what we're gonna do.
Alright. So,
Do you want to be invisible? Or?
you walk around the back and
Yeah.
make a perception
Check.
Yeah, you walk
Okay,
around
what
the
can
back
I?
and
what can I
you
do?
don't really. You see a wall. You
Oh,
see the
that's
back
just
of
great.
the tavern. Yeah, and can't really say much more than that.
Okay, I'm gonna reconnect with Millie.
Okay, go to cast a spell. What are you doing here?
Yeah, what are you? Oh my gosh!
Okay, I'm making
Okay,
art.
I'm doing it again, so that's gonna be 6. Okay,
Oh, that's better.
Millie?
All five stuff.
Millie? I can't see it.
Okay, hold on. Give me a bit. And in the tree right next to you guys, Millie Clark.
Oh, right next to us?
Oh man, she just like all acrobatic.
Oh,
she was
that's
like the
sick.
freaking flying Grayson
Yeah.
who didn't die.
I'm there for that.
Yeah, just and she's holding onto her heart this whole time too, and just like a flourish of noise,
So
just like beautiful noise and not distracting noise.
Yes.
And she goes, and she literally was like, "Okay, Nova, turn this way," and you see there, yeah, and there is a brick that has fallen out, and upon coming closer to it, you can see that these bricks, like pretty much a good portion of this wall, is able to essentially be pushed out.
Okay. Well, let's do that.
That's probably what they use this mobile fire.
And so you push, and yeah, wall opens, and it's to outside of Cindermore.
Okay,
Um,
what do you think about like just burying this jar out here? Because we can't hide this thing. You can't just carry this around the rest of our trip.
yeah, that's true.
Millie, she's like, who does this jar belong to?
That's me. That's my jar. That's mine.
Well, no, not the one on your wait, like this big one here. Like, who does it belong to?
Oh no, that's also mine. Yeah, I take that. I found it. So Finders Keepers Millie.
Make a deception check.
What's the sound? 11.
She like looks you up and down and just sort of, yeah, sure, okay, buddy, you know. And she says, no, like clarification. Like, does it belong to the forest? Does it belong to like?
That's an interesting question.
Like
It's the-
Cindermore? Like, what is this thing?
we don't really know. It's like the elemental
If I'm
stuff.
completely honest, I kind of like this jar, because if we ever need to make a quick getaway, we just yeet that, cause chaos, and we book it.
I don't feel like we should yeet
Unless...
this.
Millie kind of looks at the jar a bit and she goes, there's something like kind of magical about this. Not the elementals inside, but like the jar itself.
The jar itself.
Cause
Well, it would
rats
have to
and
be
chaos
magical
in
to
the
control
town.
elementals.
But we'd have to dip out that day.
Yeah.
We would
I don't know, it just
definitely
feels
have
like
to
there's
dip
too much
out.
to do. I don't know, I mean...
Okay, did we leave yet? Did we go through
Yeah,
the
you
wall
guys
and like
can-
put it back?
Yeah, you put it back. You even put the brick back in place because it looked like it had fallen out the accident.
Maybe I should check with. I'm gonna connect one more time with Teresa here.
Okay.
Just to update her on what's happened because she is probably a little bit out of the loop. Okay, I made it. Hey, Ariza. Hey.
You guys are still alive?
Yes, we are. All three of us.
Nice.
We're in the forest now. We're hiding there for the night. That's kind of as far as our plan goes.
What are you doing with the jar?
We don't know yet. We were gonna bury it or something. It's huge. We can't carry it around, even with an illusion.
If you do bury it, will it be easily accessed?
Maybe if we bury it good.
I mean, we might have plans, possibly, with it.
So you want us to bring
But,
it back in?
no, I mean, oof.
Yeah.
That's the thing, like, I guess, bury it, but, like, don't forget about it.
I don't know if the elementals are gonna like being buried. Because who was it that sensed that it was listening?
Teresa.
So, like, I know that it's 4 elementals are crammed in there. 4 or 3? 4. So it's a lot of, like, angry elementals are in there.
Just absorb them.
So it's like we could use that as, like, a major distraction, possibly?
Sounds sketch, but okay.
Can you make psychic contact with the elementals?
That's an interesting question. Okay, I gotta make another call, so I'll come back to you.
Okay.
My phone hangs up.
Hang on, I gotta call in another arm.
Does it just make the beeps? Okay, well I just love that I'm just wasting so many magic points here. There we go.
Yes.
Elementals.
You make contact with the jar. And you are assaulted with just feelings of like chaos, sorrow, anger, frustration, just a whole bunch of stuff, and it's very chaotic. Yeah, and it takes you a moment to actually regain control of your own thoughts and focus.
Okay. Hello.
It's hard. Like
No,
you just
nothing.
it's just all these emotions.
Just emotions.
And Jojo goes, maybe I should take this one.
Okay, Jojo, get it. Get it.
Raw magic.
Come on, Joe.
He does.
Do it!
Oh my gosh, I'm doing so good tonight.
Yay!
And for a second, probably the first time in the past 3 days, you don't like feel Joachim.
Oh no. I feel so lonely.
It's almost like
Break it!
it's almost like he has like
Jeez.
in your door and just stuck his body out,
Yeah.
like mentally.
Okay, yeah.
And Thranduil, this is you kind of notice this because it's unusual, and you see the raw arcane in Nova's jar just like press up against the wall all of a sudden, and then the big elemental jar presses up against its jar.
So
And you can see it kind of like both of them moving and flowing a little bit in some sort of weird like dance. And then it separates, and the big jar seems a lot calmer now. And Jojo says, they're in, they'll help out. They're chill with us, so you know, they won't kill us if anything goes down.
If we bury them, they'll be okay.
Maybe not bury them.
Okay, that's
We should release them.
No, not right
I
now.
see that out loud, like after.
From what I
They
get,
wanna be
they're
released.
kind of like the guardians of the forest.
Oh! That's why they're able to trash them!
So
That's why they're able to trash the dryads.
what would happen if we did release them?
Now?
In the
No,
town.
just like what would happen?
Oh.
Well, they'll probably go back in the forest to kill everyone.
In
And then
the
maybe
forest?
Just the bad guys?
They'll probably come to the town to kill everyone too.
Oh.
It seems like they don't
That's
really
a
like
win.
the people here.
Would they kill the dryads in the forest?
No. Because, I mean, the dryads are part of the forest.
Yeah, but
The
We
collateral.
don't know what
Honestly,
happened.
at this point, it's collateral. I mean, I'm sorry,
I mean,
but, like,
I
it's
guess
true.
UA probably doesn't
It's
care that much.
kind of true.
It was like, yeah, he's not really impressed with the whole killing people of the forest thing, because, you know, it was the guardian of the forest, kept peace, made things chill. You know, dryads, like, pretty much looked after him, made sure that, you know, if anything was off with him, they would go and deal with whatever went down. So, you know, we got, like, Medusas, freezing people, turning them to stone. They would go up and mess up the Medusas, you know, try to keep the peace, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it was
Okay.
pretty rough. Man, that's an old thing.
Weird.
Like, some elf guy had them stay here. It was weird.
Wait, so they got, like, trapped, or this is before that?
No. Like, it's really hard to explain because it's all over the place. Like,
Yeah.
dang, they're crazy. But yeah, I guess when it seemed like the forest grew, like out of nowhere, some dude made this happen.
The heck?
And then he got like these elemental things and just said, "Yo, this is your place. Look after it."
Whoa.
And they're like, "Okay, fam, fine."
Why does it sound familiar? That's why.
Jojo,
Why does
Next time we're
Joachim
not
like the most
wanted
like
criminals,
still do
I'm
that?
gonna get you some fried chicken.
Oh heck yeah!
Yeah. Can I, like, mentally high five?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna clap right in front of myself.
And it's very, all right, Randall, you just see Noah kind of, like, you see this weird thing with the jars, and Noah's just sort of silent. And just zoned
Oh,
out for a
actually,
sec.
no. I'll clap the jar. That makes more sense, but, like,
Yeah.
lightly. I'm gonna clap.
You're like,
the jar.
yeah.
That's way more logical.
And then you see Nova like smack her jar, and it seems like the little arcane energy like meets her too.
I love that.
And Millie looks at you, Thranduil, like, what the heck?
Okay, guys. Okay, I gotta transfer this information to Ariza real quick, and then I'll keep catch up. Okay, one more time with Ariza.
All right.
Let's go.
Yep.
Okay, Ariza.
Yes.
Boom. Okay, I told her everything.
Yeah.
Can I do something?
Sure.
Can I roll an intelligence check, please? Or like an intelligence.
We're trying to
Thing.
sense JoJo.
Are you trying to sense
No.
JoJo? Do you think something's up?
Yes.
Well,
I mean, okay, out of
we're
character,
there.
yes. I don't know. I mean,
UA knows something
Can I
up
just
with Nova.
roll?
You both
I mean,
know that something's
yeah.
up.
Can I?
So I mean,
Like
so
not
this
not
would
like.
be this would be more of an empathy check to see if you can sense another.
Okay.
person.
I need to get freaking empathy,
Okay.
man.
JoJo's been so good.
Please.
Yes, you may roll.
Oh my
Make
goodness.
a
Oh no.
Pose.
yeah, make an opposed check.
I don't know what that means.
Essentially, whoever gets
That was a
there.
2.
Yeah.
You said perception?
Yes.
Oh, 10.
Yeah. You kind of try to see if there's anything going on in her mind because you get the sense that there's something off, but it seems like everything is normal in her mind, as normal as Nova's mind can be.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Oh.
Wait.
I'm confronting Nova.
Thranduil, we're not burying the jar.
Good plan. Take it.
No, that's impractical.
The elements said it's a no-no. They said that they would beat us up, so we're not gonna do that. I'm kind of scared of them.
What's going on?
Arisa, I was talking to you.
Yeah, did Nova tell
I told you
Ariza
everything,
where
but you
she
didn't
is?
say nothing.
Probably.
Because you just kind of like.
Oh yeah, I shut you down because you're searching my mind. That wasn't cool, bro. I don't impose myself on your
Yeah.
brain. So
Can we
I
just
don't
say
like
that we
doing
met
mine.
them?
Like, were you guys talking?
Here, are we
like,
talking
it?
or?
Yes, can we keep? We're still talking. I didn't shut that conversation.
Oh, we're still in the. We're still
You're
in the.
still in the cellar with Arnett
Okay.
right now.
I think we're.
I just want to hear your.
Um,
I want to know what you.
So we are.
advise
Did
here.
you tell me about all the stuff that? Nova?
Obviously, yeah, I would be.
Yeah, okay.
Just could,
Okay.
you don't have to do it in game.
You guys
So-
mentioned the jar?
Yeah.
The dryad kind of, like, something lights up in her face. And she says, "You have it?"
Yes. I think our plan as of now is to tomorrow at Tribute one of our members that are pretending to be recruits are going to disable permanently the fabrical that is sucking people's souls. And at the same time, another one of our party members are going to release these elements.
And Arnott's like, oh, and he goes, okay, we're taking these refugees out tonight.
He's on board. Sorry, I'm not here.
Well, yeah, because
Really
if the
fast, but,
refugees are still in here when we release the,
Yeah.
they gonna die.
Yeah.
Alright, and he goes to Vivian,
there-
he goes, get your husband and your son right now. And she goes, okay, and she leaves.
Yeah. Is there anyone else that is missing right now that needs to leave tonight?
He says, yeah, our cooks, I gotta go get them. You're gonna have to give us about, say half an hour to get everything ready.
Okay, I'll stay back.
Alright, and he, he goes to the three in the cots, and he starts talking to them quickly, and they are like, oh, okay. And so they start packing up, and he goes to the Dryad, and he says, we'll be back. Just stay right here, stay safe. Like, we're leaving tonight. And she sort of like nods slowly, just like very trying to keep up with what's going on. And so he goes back up too. And are you going with him?
I was actually gonna ask. Wait, was there any like injured people? I was gonna ask this like way earlier.
Sorry.
But I kept forgetting.
Nah, they're all
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, any injuries that were
There.
suffered have been healed by now.
Before he leaves, can we ask?
Yes.
Does he know of any like like really high-ranking Darkblade? He knows like faces or names. Anything?
Yeah, there's Gawk the Bruiser, he's the leader. There's his right-hand man, Bag. There's Eleonora, their advisor. And then there's...
Eleonora? That does not sound like an orc name.
There's...
Gnome.
and
Oh,
then
is that the
there's-
gnome chick?
There's Adkiv, the Delirious. Some of us just call her Crazy Chick because she's the one that makes all the soul fabricals.
Oh, definitely gonna,
And then those...
Fiercely writing this down.
definitely gonna have to kill her.
And that's all I can name off the top of my head. Oh, also, just this is kind of important. Arnett also tells you that the refugee camp is in Shaft Forest, a little bit further.
Got it.
Further south.
Is that gonna be far enough?
You know the
Like you guys could
general
probably make it there tonight, type of thing,
Sweet.
if
Yeah.
need be.
But the
Yeah.
question is, is that far enough that the elementals aren't gonna be going over there?
Well, the
They're on
elementals
our
will,
team, so they know kind of.
We don't know.
Like our refugee, that's like
They're not
any
gonna kill
dryads that
any-
they came across
Us
too.
two though, and like
The Dryads
what about
took
you
care
two?
of them.
They don't know you two like they know me.
Then,
Oh, did
sorry
you?
about-
Would you?
Yeah.
Would you have?
Do you think so?
Could you have told
did
them
he
that?
tell?
I couldn't.
Well, screw it.
Oh well.
If they hurt us, we'll hurt them back.
Oh my, okay.
Just kidding.
Okay, I mean.
Arnett leaves, and then there's just the Dryad, and she's just sort of both excited and nervous, and just altogether very, very scared.
Okay.
And as you guys are left in the room with her, you kind of see that she has scars
Can
on
I
her.
heal her? Or
Like
are they
they're
kind of
healed.
healed?
They're
Okay.
healed, but she has scars on her, and it looks like that she has been tortured in various ways. I guess you guys wait.
Yeah, waiting for dude to gather people.
Yeah, and so you see a number of people come in. You see Arnett, you see Vivian, her husband, and two boys, kind of 6 twins. You see 2 orcs, both male. They all come in, and they all have just pretty much the clothes on their back, maybe a small bag, try not to be very suspicious. And he goes, all right, let's go. Things are getting a little bit, not hectic, but there's some guards going around. It looks like they're searching for some guy in the reserved room and a crazy gnome that had the jar.
Can I look at the people that are in the room? Do any
Yeah.
of them look like suspicious or like they
Yeah.
could be a
Can I assist?
hashtag traitor boy?
I don't know. Does assist?
You
Assist
can't
work?
really assist for an empathy check.
Okay.
You can make your own check.
Dang, I need to get empathy.
12?
Perception.
Perception, sorry.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9.
12?
9, 12. Yeah, I mean, as far as you can tell, they're same on the level. So. And you all go up that secret passageway. Arnett kind of looks and makes sure that there's no one there, and he pushes open the wall to see Thranduil, Millie, and Nova, and he just ushers everyone through.
Yep.
And closes the wall behind. And he goes, alright, I guess we're going to the camp. And so you guys start the trek towards the camp.
Oh, we're going. Like, going. Are we
That's what he's doing. He's taking people to the refugee camp.
Should we stay though?
I think so.
If I go with them and I devout, then they can do this.
Yeah.
I believe in you guys.
Is that gonna be like our salute?
We need one for oof. How about oof? Oh.
So we are
the oof.
Yeah.
Alright.
You just hit yourself
So,
too hard.
Nova, are you just going with them to the refugee camp?
Yeah, I'll just go with them and then
Alright.
because less is better anyways. They already know my face. It's just a lot.
Alright, well, feel better.
Thank you guys. Oh, I'm so glad that you're here. I'm gonna go shower and go to bed.
That's a good
Feel better.
Thank you guys. Thanks for fun though.
Bye.
So Thranduil, are you staying with Ariza and Yue and Millie?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think we should stay at the barrel again. 'Cause
Yeah,
there's
just
no
go
one-
and spend the night. I don't know what time it is, but
They didn't see Ariza and I in the room.
No.
Millie, they didn't see Millie. She disguised herself.
Yeah.
And they didn't see. Did they see Thranduil, or did they see a
No.
disguised Thranduil?
They
Mhm.
they just saw Thranduil as a regular guy, because that's how you disguise yourself entering Cindermore.
Right.
yeah.
So we're all clean.
Yeah, so they've never seen Thranduil as his elf form.
All right,
Nope.
we're good. Let's just get another.
Speaking
room
of which,
at-
I'm going to read a present talk about what we
Yeah, I assume let's just get a room at
Mhm.
the barrel, just so that it's not suspicious.
Alright. So you guys go back to the big barrel?
Yep.
And probably just sleep in a
Different
different
room.
room.
Not fancy
Alright.
one.
And the night passes surprisingly with little incident. Although things get sort of chaotic a little bit at 3 or 4 in the morning as people realize that no one's working at this establishment and just help themselves to the booze.
Oh, I
Oh,
see.
dang.
Yeah, because everyone left.
Who's got the jar then?
Yeah, can we say? I guess would Thranduil have it because he's got the illusion magic.
Do you want the jar?
Yeah, I have the illusionary eyes up, so the jar is gone again.
Yeah, and Arnett says like, yeah, you can just keep it in the storage room downstairs. And he gives you guys like the
key.
bottle cap essentially.
Oh, right,
the
got it.
cork to access it.
Okay.
And you guys hear a knock at your door.
And I will open it.
And there is Susan Dale.
Susan
She
Dale.
goes, oh, good morning. Things are, I hear the night was a little chaotic, but that's okay.
Oh, we had a long rest?
Yes, you guys had a long rest, sorry.
Yeah, we did, and I'm already at full health.
She says, are you ready to meet the leader of the Dark Blade? He's very charismatic. I love him so much. He is absolutely amazing.
Absolutely.
Alright, well, follow
We
me.
came here.
So that was totally out of character.
Dude, I forgot we were gonna meet the leader. Now I really want to just assassinate him. Love a duck. We can't though. We're gonna cause chaos.
And then she says, just for protection, as she's leading you guys through the town. And you can see things are kind of calm now. You also see a whole bunch of people outside the tavern that are kind of like handcuffed and they look drunk out of their minds. And some of them look a little bit beat up. So it looks like the...
Battery low.
I was myself, by the way.
Okay. And so as she's leading you through the town, you guys reach the end at the gate, and you can see the forest moving before you. She goes, there will be a guard protecting you just on the way through because, you know, it can get a little iffy. Some of the forest folk are, you know, they don't like our presence here, but it's okay. And so she waves up, and the gate opens, and you guys are surrounded by a good like 6 Dark Blade, and they are escorting you through the forest. And
6 and 4
What's
are
in the
like...
forest? This is happening.
yeah, they're leading you through the forest.
Oh no.
You guys are led through the forest for about like an hour. It's an hour's walk, and Thranduil, the moment you enter this forest, sort of like how Canadians can look at snow and know what kind of snow it is, you look at these trees and you get the sense that, like, they're trees obviously, but the atmosphere is just empty and just sorrowful.
That's actually really helpful.
And so you guys reach a point of the forest where it opens up, and you see pretty much like a small community of trees that have grown naturally into the shape of houses, like twisted. You see in the center of this grove, there is sort of a tree that's grown itself to look like almost a gazebo. There's a little river kind of trailing through this village, and there's even like some nice springs, and you can see some people are in it, and it looks like this doesn't look like a rebellion. This looks like just some people that have moved in and lived here. So there's some people that are
Were
like,
the
practicing
trees growing naturally or with magic?
like naturally and magic, that makes sense, sort of like
Like the regrowth spell almost?
yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And Thranduil, you'll look at these trees and like you guys don't notice it because you don't really know trees, but Thranduil, you see like, oh, these trees, they're not sick, but they're almost like they're missing someone. Like they're just so lonely, and you can even see the color isn't as like vibrant as it should be.
I've got natural lore.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay.
You kind of noticed it.
Yeah, okay.
You know, it took you a
I
minute.
got natural lore too.
Are you
no,
serious?
no, I don't.
Grabs a highlighter. Yeah, I
And so, and there is also a massive archway at the back. And you can see that it's not guarded, there's no one there, and actually people kind of try not to look at it or just kind of go give it a wide berth. And Thranduil, you feel an intense draw to this archway. Like, you have to stop yourself from just, like, mindlessly walking towards it. You just, something is drawing you to it.
To what?
The archway.
Oh.
And the guards escort you to this gazebo, and you see a towering orc. And he...
Like taller than me?
taller than you. Yeah. You see this orc, and he's sort of just kind of reading a book, honestly. Just standing there, leaning against this table, reading a book, and he looks up and he goes, "Oh, hey guys. Well, my name's Gawk. I'm running a rebellion. You guys want to come? Want to join? You guys,
guess it's yes.
Alright, I got some juice. You guys want some juice? What kind? What kind of juice do you want? I got apple.
Oh, actual juice.
You know, we got all kinds of fruit. You guys want some juice?
Oh my god.
This whole time, Thranduil is just kind of like right out in the archway,
You're not-
and he just
Mhm.
like looks back at the guy and he's like, "What's that?" And next to the archway.
He kind of like stops listing off all the kind of fruits he has as juices, and he actually kind of looks to one of the nearby dark blade. Goes, "Can I get another lemon, please?" And the guy's like, "Oh, sure, Gawk." And he goes in, like,
Wait, this is the leader of the Dark Blade?
yeah.
The leader of the Dark Blade.
He looks to the archway.
Oh,
Goes,
yeah, I'm good.
"Oh yeah, that's always been here, you know. I guess the Dryads really liked it, and there's sort of like a barrier around it, so people don't really go in because they can't. It's kind of sad.
What kind of barrier do you have?
No, just magical, I guess. I don't know. It's weird.
Like only dryads can go through it?
I haven't tried.
Would I be able to assess this barrier at a later time, obviously?
Oh yeah, yeah, you're free. It's fine. I mean, you know, you guys gotta go through the initiation process. I see you already did that.
Of
I think
course.
that's good on you, man. Thank you. I appreciate your service.
And Dark Blade member comes back carrying some juice. He goes, oh, thank you, man. And he just chugs it.
He's just like super chill. Oh, thanks, man.
And at this point, another orc comes along. This one's sort of a little bit smaller, and he like looks as intimidating as all heck, man. Like it feels like maybe he went hunting that morning, found some blood, and kind of like made some markings on his face to make him look intimidating. But he literally looks like a kid that had red paint just like went all over his face. And he goes, "Hey, Doc, what's up, man?"
I had 20 packs this morning. You want some? No, man, took my packs.
And Gawk goes, oh, you know, nothing much. Got some new recruits going on here. And the other goes, oh, that's sweet, man. I had a rough morning. Had some sort of soldier. It's really sad, man. It's Gawk again, sir. And Gawk goes, oh, that's too bad, man. You know, he really wanted that dome position. And the other orc says, yeah, it's rough, man. I can't do this voice all day not long. It's so rough on the voice. Oh boy, I regret everything.
Straight up killed that one guard.
I can't take you seriously.
The
And
guard that Nova like messed with at the dome.
and
Rip.
Rip.
I'm gonna put an F in the chat.
They killed him?
Yeah.
You can ask. What happened to the guard?
oh, Gawk? Oh, well, you know, it's kind of rough. He's just back to square one. You know, just making sticks. We need a lot of sticks around here, surprisingly. You know, trees are always growing, so you gotta chop down those sticks.
I see.
Make good handles, you know, good arrows, those things. I don't shoot arrows. Wasn't my thing. And Gawk goes, oh man, you gotta tell him the story, Gawk. You gotta tell him the story. And
I'd love to hear the story after we get our initiates
I'm just
Through
Reese's
the-
just kind of watching this with
through
like
the ritual.
and Gawk goes,
Yeah.
oh right, yeah, that's a thing. All right, Big, do you wanna grab the thing? And Big goes like, oh yeah, sure, man. But are you sure you don't want to tell the story first? The story's kind of pretty cool. And Gawk goes, oh well, you know, these people really want to get initiated, so we should probably get on with it, you know. And Big goes, oh, all right, man, all right. And so he just literally reaches under the table, pulls out this fabricle that was like laying on the ground,
Sweet.
and he goes, all right, who's the I forgot. Thanks. Who's the initiates?
I guess I am.
And he kind of like looks it over, just sort of like, I don't know how to operate this thing. And God goes, you just pointed at them, man. And Bay goes, all right, let's get the willpower check.
Oh, what? Oh, shoot. Oh, no. 15.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel this thing like tug onto the innermost part of your being, and it almost feels like someone like wraps their hand around yours, and it doesn't get through.
I'm like, oh no, it got through. Oh no, wait, that's ID. Never mind.
The fabricle!
And Big is sort of like, alright. And he goes up to you, Thranduil, make a self-discipline check.
Use it.
What'd you get, Thranduil?
23.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're able to resist it too. And he does it to Millie, and you guys look down, you see Millie somehow has a dark blade outfit. She goes, oh, look at that. Yeah, I'm good, man. Thanks. Yes.
Yes.
That's like hard pass, man.
Yeah. She noped out of that real quick. And the Gawk and Bay kind of do a double take, and they're like, okay. And he puts it down and goes, well, that's unfortunate. You know, some people, they're just naturally too strong-willed to be initiated, but I appreciate your effort. I appreciate you trying. So yes, thank you. You guys are now members of the Dark Blade. And I guess if you guys want to hear the story of how all this started.
Yes.
I turn and walk towards the archway.
Alright, yeah, we'll get to that in a second. So
He says, "All right, my name is Gawk the Bruiser. I am the leader of the Dark Blade. I originally
Question.
yes.
How do you spell your name?
Well, it's I don't actually know.
It's
Okay.
F.
It is, you know, people never ask me that question. I just said Gawk, and they were like, "Oh, okay." You know. As a GM, GHOK.
G-H? Okay.
Yeah, Gawk.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gawk Bruiser?
Yeah, my name is Gawk the Bruiser. I originally was I'm an arena fighter, but I took a club to the knee. You know, it's never been the same. So I had to.
Did you say you took a club to the knee?
Yeah.
Nice.
So you know, I had to drop out. But you know, I tried doing the normal orc life, and just it wasn't for me. Just you know, didn't like the king. He wasn't really being committed to all the wars or any wars or even starting wars. So you know, I thought someone should do something. Someone should do something about it. So I started holding meetings in my mom's basement. We called ourselves the Sick Rebels because you know we're sick of what he was doing and we're rebelling. So Sick Rebels.
I'm just writing everything down and just kind of nodding.
Yep.
You know, like.
You know, things were going well. You know, had an average 5 people a night. You know, we were getting bigger, doing well, and holding protests. And you know, people didn't really listen, but we got our message out there. We were making a difference. And then Eleanor came along. You know, she really helped out. She started giving some good pointers, good tips. You know, and
Remind me again of Eleonora.
Eleanor, you know, she's pretty cool. You know, she came to one of the meetings one day, you know, and
It's just I've only heard of her. I've never seen her. What is she like?
oh, you know, she's a beautiful dame. You know, looks really nice. You know, not really my type. I'm more for an orc woman, but
Do you know what kind of race she is?
oh, you know, she's a human. She's pretty cool. So, you know, she helps me out. You know, I'm still, you know, I'm the leader. And, you know, some ideas, I didn't like it, didn't follow it, but, you know, she's pretty cool. And, you know, she actually thought that we should change things to Dark Blade. I guess there's some people who called themselves that before. She thought it was pretty cool, so, you know, decided to take that. There you go.
Do you know how long ago this was?
Well, you know, I started running the meetings for years. And you kind of see, like, as he's remembering this, just almost disappointment on his face of it's been years. Like, I've wasted years for this. But you know, it's been a good few months, like maybe 6 months ago that she came back. I think it's 6. I'm not good with numbers. I just like beating things, and now I can't. I mean, I could. It's not, you know. But my buddy Beg here, we've been through it since the beginning. And Beg goes, yeah, every meeting, I've been there. So yeah, that's the story of the Dark Blade, but you know, we're still the Sick Rebels in my heart.
Does Eleonora, does she stay in the town, or does she just come by every now and again?
Well, she's around. She's usually like around here. Sometimes she leaves. You know, she runs the dome. You know.
Do you know if she'll be here today for tribute?
Oh, I don't know. She's around sometimes. I don't really keep track. Sometimes she's in, sometimes she's out. You know, we got big things going on right now. You know, I think. Well, we're still waiting on that quick fabrical thing, right? And Bay goes, yeah, man. Oh, it's taking forever. And
Say quick fabrical?
That quick growth fabrical.
Quick growth.
And a Dark Blade member comes along and goes, latest report, sir. And Bay goes, oh, thanks. Or not Bay, Gawk. He goes, thank you, man. You know what, how about you read this out loud? You know?
He can't read.
And the messenger goes, oh, yeah, sir. So we got reports on Clane. It looks like it was a minor success. The mission, you know, we got I guess the U-Lock 10 wizard was dead. Managed to kill him off. I think there was a gnome individual who was with him. She got it too. No survivors.
That's what you think.
But you know, our contact worked out well. We managed to get in there, so And he flips the page. He goes, oh, and we have an updated description on that group. And God goes, oh, yeah? He goes, yeah, really detailed this time, for sure. So we got this human chick. She's dressed in furs, and she wields 2 blades. We got an elf, and Bay, he goes, what kind? And the messenger, he goes, there's different kinds of elves, sir. And he looks back at the report, he just says, it doesn't say, sir. And Bay goes, alright, continue, son. And he continues reading. He says, there's a male halfling, has a thing with daggers. There's a
Battery low.
There's a female gnome. Although we got her, sir. And the other thing is that I just in, sir, the female with the human with the furs and stuff. She's got a big wolf as a pet. It's the wolf that killed Zeph, sir. And God goes, oh Zeph.
Oh, Zeph.
And they have a moment of silence too. And
May you rest in pieces, brother.
And God goes, okay, got some ups and some downs. Keep on the positives though. We got the wizard. That's a big change. Good step in our plans. Do we know where the group is now? And he says, the report doesn't say, sir. He says, anything else? Our other locations? The messenger kind of like chucks the first page of the report, moves on to the second one. He goes, yeah, things in Regrak, they're getting pretty intense. Looks like Zill just went off the rails after he heard Zeph is dead, so, doing good harvest there. The quick growth fabrical in Rockhammer, it looks like it's going to kick off pretty soon. We got a few days, I think maybe 3 before they actually do it. And Gok says, maybe we should up the timetable a little bit. Just, I think we're almost ready. And the messenger continues, goes, yeah, a lot of the Iron Tusk have been replaced in Trundle. Essentially, we just need to send the last of our recruits, and then we can launch the attack. And, yeah, hopefully history will be made. Yeah, we'll go to you, Thranduil. Why not?
Oh,
So
okay.
you approach the archway. No one stops you. You, see people running around. Some of them are, they're just, chucking sticks at each other, trying to play a game. I don't know. It's a weird orc game. No one really knows. You see this other orc that, he looks pretty distraught, and he's, picking up the sticks one by one, and he's sort of shading them off a little bit. And he looks real down, man. He's not happy. And yeah, as you approach the archway, you definitely get that pull still, and there's still no one guarding it. The trees are especially thick here, though, except for obviously this archway, and you can't see beyond it too.
I approach.
Yeah. You approach.
Does the barrier stop?
You don't get a barrier.
I go all the way then.
The village behind you, just all the noise from it cuts off.
Yeah.
And you suddenly find yourself in a new area. There is this frickin' massive tree. The biggest tree you have ever seen in your life. And back in your list, in the Faron Woods, there is a massive tree there. It was called the Great Tree. And it was sort of where Azar died. And in his place, there is a big tree that grew at the epicenter of this. This tree is a good 10 times bigger than this. And it is so tall. It is as tall as a mountain. And you can't fathom why you didn't see this approaching Shoth Forest, or even further back, because this is heckin' huge. And you see along the side of it, sort of in the Dryad village, there's also a little hut that's sort of grown over from one of the roots. And even this is kind of big. You see from this tree as well, there is a waterfall gushing from it, and you get the sense that that river you saw in the Dryad village, it came from here.
Oh.
And you can just see it spread out in branches. And even around this clearing, because it's relatively big, you see a whole bunch of wildflowers and herbs and vegetables and grass, like from all over the world, to different types of
Was
trees.
this when I went past the barrier, or once I entered the archway?
You didn't get a sense of a barrier. You have no idea what barrier they're talking about. You just went through this archway, and all of a sudden you see this.
Okay, so I went through the archway. Okay.
Yeah. Make a strength check.
Oh,
Oh, I have such great strength.
of course you do. You're a Death Arcana wizard. All of them have great strength.
5.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
You're just in awe of this tree. It is like every Olinthi's dream to see something as amazing as this. You're just like, oh, and you catch some drool coming out of your mouth a little bit, and you like wipe it away.
Sucks you in.
And you look down, and you realize your entire body is wrapped up in branches.
I
and
knew
you
it!
can't move.
I know it. Oh, dude, that's why the tree's so big. It eats people.
And you hear someone from the tree shout, "State your name or die instantly."
My name is Thranduil and Connor, honest thickness of Butter.
And you see some shifting from this tree, and like one of the lowest branches is about a good like 30 feet. And it's like heckin' huge. And you see something drop. And you see a woman stand, and she has a bow drawn on you.
Whoop.
And she is a beautiful woman too.
Freaking. Is it?
Oh
That's
my
fair. That's fair.
goodness.
Okay.
There was something we go. Just kind of continue to read, but I can't find out where it is. Carrie, where is it?
Whoa!
Here, there,
Whoa!
there. Why are you doing this now? Why is he doing this now?
What is happening? You're screaming!
Why are you doing this now? Ah!
There is a passage in the book.
Do you want me to read it for you?
I thought I posted it in chat.
Did you say
Maybe
yes,
not.
please?
I think you said yes. Sure, go
Okay.
ahead.
Passage. Okay. Should I read it? No, screw it. I'll just read the part that involved. Okay. Even now, I see the forest prince enter the heart, talking with a woman. A champion slumbers there. These are things to pass for me yet, the near future for these people. I feel myself cracking. What the dump? Dude!
Why are you doing this now? I
My neighbor probably
if
just
it-
thinks I got murdered. That's
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, if it works, it works. But like,
Durandal might
Woo!
be dead. He might sacrifice himself.
Anyways, she is a beautiful looking woman. She has long golden, like platinum blonde hair, and at the ends of it, it turns silver, like silk. Silver. Her clothes is sort of like classic elven armor, like Olinthi armor, but it's like leaves and
So she looks like the soldiers from Epic.
yes, essentially. And these look
That's cool.
like they're enchanted to protect her. And it isn't like full sleeved. It stops at her shoulders. It stops right below her knees, and she has boots coming up. And she has a bow pointed at you, and she says, "What's a Falanair doing siding with these creatures?"
I drop my illusion. I hate them just as much as you. They're trying to figure out how to stop them, and the only way we can figure that out is to try and infiltrate their system. I'm trying to save us.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, Jordan!
17!
Oh, dang.
Oh, I have my stun points. I'm gonna do and another thing.
Yeah.
The Eileen are cursed.
She puts her bow around her back, and she just kind of like waves her fingers, and the branches like slink back into the ground.
Hey, you didn't die. Yeah.
And she motions you to come closer. And she's standing
I
like
do.
very proud and tall. And as she comes up to you, you get like the weirdest sensation of like you know her, or you like there's a familiarity with her.
Oh.
As I approach, like, I'm there, like, I'm doing this in the neatest way possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not, like, proud I want to be prince. Like, I'm like, oh, like,
Yeah. And she kind of looks at you slightly curious as well. And you can tell that this chick is half dryad, half elf. And she says, "Do you know of me?"
I feel like I should, but I'm experiencing a sense of anomia with you.
And she kind of has like a half smile, like slightly crooked. And it just hits you even harder, like, I should know this person.
I hope you realize that it's like killing me personally.
And she says, "My name is Saria Tasdiel Colfrus Bethe Yelin Fertala. I'm the daughter of Syrian Fertala."
Who's that?
Who is he in relation to me?
He's like your ancestor.
Like great.
Yeah,
Deal?
like 700 years
Oh.
ago. Ancestor, champion of Azar, one, you know.
Whoa, they're related.
Like, he's part of
She's
the...
like my freaking great aunt. This is great.
Well, he's more like your... Syrian is like your great-great-uncle, like a few greats there. It was one of his siblings that carried on the family line, not him.
So as Thranduil's head explodes,
Yeah.
I just drop to my knees. Does she have the mark?
Nope.
Ooh.
At least I'll know I'll be able to continue the identity line.
Oh.
No, not with her. That's nasty. That's a whole nother level, man. Well,
Go. I'm done. I'm out.
the session's over. We're done. See you later, Jordan.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
We are the last true Lindsay on Earth. Just nope.
I mean, no.
Nope. No. Not
So,
even then.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's the guy that grew this original forest.
Yes. He's one that grew the
Okay.
forest. And...
Okay, and I'll call you later for more backstory,
Yeah, like, you know that he had a deep connection with Shock Force because he grew it and all that stuff, and put the Dryads here and all that stuff. So you knew all about that. That's like family history for you. And you know that he was also, the Dryads asked to bury him when he died.
but... Oh. You're a champion of Azar.
And she's just kind of like taken aback a little bit. Oh no, far from it. A champion of Azar would be in the world now. I'm simply here watching a man sleep. Making sure that no harm comes to him.
Your father.
Well, yes, and she...
Oh, okay.
And she like looks to this freaking massive tree.
Quick sleep.
It's been a long time since I've heard him. He has such beautiful songs, and the forest has just never been the same. Just great sorrow. Years ago. And she looks into your eyes and she says, "You have this sorrow too."
You're quite the insightful one, aren't you?
It is hard to lose a friend or a brother.
Indeed.
She put her hand on one of the roots beside her, And she says, sometimes he leaves searching. Other times he comes back.
Your father?
Yes. And she takes your hand and places it on the root. And you feel, like, without even having to cast a spell or anything, you just get overwhelmed with this deep, deep sorrow. And just, like, so much sadness. And you thought that you lost a lot. You just, like, this is crushing for you. And there's almost a sense of desperation. And you can feel, like, its roots spread out, like, across the entire forest. It isn't the forest, but it's almost like growing, trying to reach all the corners of the earth. And you can see that even now, even though it's like so much sorrow and you just cannot conceive how anyone can do anything feeling this way, there's a sense of searching and following. And you see, like, rapidly, like, Imperial looking, finding a human and just quickly observing them and then moving on to the next one and the next one and the next one and the next one. And over in Beska, the same thing, another one and another one and another one. And they all look, they're all individuals that look semi-similar, and you realize that it's all these people in some way or another, like the hair or the face shape looks like Treya.
I knew it. I knew he was looking for the Azorian.
My heart! Don't bring up Treya!
And it's
I can't!
It's both men and women. It isn't like looking for Treya themselves, but like maybe
The next Azor!
someone that looks similar.
Looking for the Azorian.
And some people you see remind you a little bit of Lynera as well.
Oh, Lynera.
Patrick?
Hadrian?
As Jordan starts crying IRL.
I thought he's dead though.
Hadrian was the Azarian that went missing. He was presumed dead.
Train was the Azarian, Lynera was his wife,
Yeah.
who died in my palace a couple months after he did.
Yeah.
What if that book is connected to another book and he's just writing?
With? Read what's celestial. Oh, man.
And she, like, kind of takes her hand off, and you're almost like, no! Like,
Yeah. He's searching for the next Azarian.
she nods.
Treya. And Thranduil just falls to his knees and just starts crying.
Yeah.
This is so sad.
And she sort of kneels down and just kind of wraps you in a hug, too.
You can leave. You can search too. He says through tears, which I'm not going to try and fake tears, because then I will start crying and it'll be a mess.
My job is here. When he leaves, he dies slowly. He's not meant to do this. He can't bear this much grief and continue pressing himself like this. And the forest itself, he's been neglecting it, and I can't do much. I could raid the town and destroy everyone, but what good will it do? More might come.
But you're a champion.
I'm the child of a champion.
And I'm a child of a queen. This is our destiny. It's in our blood. Mine is to rule, yours is to... Lord only knows what.
My job, if I still had it, would be to protect the Azarian. They're not here. They died.
That's why we have to find them. Together, they may be the only savior of the Alinthi, of your father.
Who says there's another one? There hasn't been one for 70 years. If the Azarian hasn't shown itself by now,
Search
they
the
don't
oceans.
exist.
Scan the oceans! Send the divers!
Is Yui a reference to Avatar?
Yep.
I was battle.
Why?
I think the real question is why not?
I've seen you too. I've seen you in the forest. I've seen you approach the great tree, and then one day you weren't there, and now it's fallen.
No. No. I thought leaving would help. I thought leaving would save us.
She touches the root again for a moment. Then she thinks like very deeply, and it's a weird image because she looks like she's about your age, but her eyes just hold like so much age and depth. And
She got old lady eyes.
not really old, like it has himself.
Yeah, I know.
Like she has, it's a weird calm. There's the joy of life that you see
man.
in her eyes, but also the sorrow of death. And it's just a nice serene calm, and even in your tears and your own sorrow and frustration and just anger at everything, like it just brings you some form of solace.
Just look up in the sky and turn and just see what it says.
And she says, we're having a serious moment.
The video is frozen, so I just hear you guys giggling, and Rachel with like a really solemn face.
I'm sorry.
What are you guys doing?
Okay, so who is it? You mentioned Avatar, and then I asked her, okay, well, is UA a reference to Avatar? She's like, oh yeah, yep. And then I asked her,
My girlfriend's in me.
actually, no, I asked her if/when she dies, is she gonna get sucked up into the moon? And she's like, yeah.
That's Nova.
Like turns around and the moon is just my face.
Which moon? There's two of them.
No! Once in 6969 years, do you see the moons?
No.
Why?
I don't know if you see what she did there, Jordan.
That's what's going to be so cursed.
Literally, it looks like you're on the verge of tears, and everyone is just giggling.
Oh man.
Oh, that's good. Oh, I'm sorry. Deep moment.
Oh no, leave it in. Don't leave this in.
Now
I'm
this
sorry.
is a lore drop.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I should have maybe waited, but
Okay,
Alright.
back.
Back in the zone.
She says, I have been keeping an eye on you and your family through the years. I do want to help, even if I feel like I can't leave. I can maybe take you in the next step of your journey after you help here. I know you want to head east. I can't take you all the way, but I can take you part way.
Oh, shoot.
So
Yes, please.
that'll cut months off your journey.
Oh, heck yeah.
Okay.
And she gently takes your wrist and she kind of like weaves her fingers around it, and branches, like small bronze branches, grow, and a leaf forms in there, and from it is a tiny, like, it looks like a drop of dew is on it, but it's solid. And she says, when you're going to attack here, brush the dew off the leaf, and I'll join the battle.
Thank you. That means more than you may ever know. There's still hope.
Well, there's always hope.
Didn't seem like there was. Train's departure was was when the last of my hope died.
The family continues. Yours, at least.
Yes.
Do you call-
Unfortunately, we don't have any power to do much real change, but...
Do you have a way with politics?
We do. We do indeed. One last thing. You know of this soul curse, don't you?
And she sighs deeply, and there's a sorrow on her face as well. I am aware of it. When you have lived as long as I, you know when the world is on the tip of a cliff.
Oh.
It is reaching that point now with our people. And
I've seen it.
I fear it's up to you.
How?
When you
How can I? I am a single elf.
But your grandmother has taught you much. And she kind of like brushes your tears off because you're like a hot mess right now.
Oh, I'm a hot mess IRL, so yeah.
Getting deep in the RP.
And she says, you are more than capable to lead your people away from this.
How do I break the curse?
I don't know that myself, but I know the answers will come from where you're headed. Take solace in that. There's still time. It is approaching. But you won't make that decision alone.
What was her name again?
Saria. And as she says this, you realize on the front of your hand there is a mark.
Oh.
That was not there before. And this is, oh, hold up, where's the book?
The Mark of the Azorian!
Wow! Plot
What?
twist.
It's that one?
It's that mark. And as you see it, it begins to just sort of fade away as well.
Whoa! Do you know what that symbol is?
No.
Oh, that's it. Wait.
And she kind of gives a half laugh. Fate's chosen.
Thank you.
And she helps you rise, and she just kind of holds out a hand, and like a random tree just grows out of nothing, and an apple forms, and she takes it and gives it to you.
Thank you.
She nods and smiles.
We'll be seeing each other soon, I hope.
I'm sure
Sure.
we will.
Very distant cousin.
And so she walks with you back to the archway. And as you're walking back, you can see that there's also 2 other archways in this grove. One reads, like, it takes you a moment to read it, and you get the sense that it's in Dryad, but because of your Olynthe heritage and narrative, you can kind of get the gist of it. And one of them says...
It's like reading Old English kind of
Yeah! So one of them is Yllis, and the other one is Kiriel. But both of these archways looked blocked off.
thing. Which way is... Where did the one to Yllis lead?
The great tree. Barren woods.
And I've missed it this whole time.
Wow.
Sorry, what was that second archway?
To Yllis and Kiriel.
Kiriel, okay.
And then one to Ingortug. Is that the one that this one reads?
Yeah. This one
Yeah.
is like, it has the names of the forest, so it has like Farron Woods.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this one is Shoff Forest or something.
Oh.
Yeah. And she...
And then at some point, if you could just write her name in the thing, and I'll put it in my notes.
Yeah.
But later, not now.
Yeah. And so she walks you back to the archway, and she stops at the point,
and she sort of like squeezes your hand and like just gives you a warm smile.
Can I give you a hug?
And she just kind of laughs and pulls you in. She says, "We're family. We're supposed to look out for each other."
Even though you're generations older than I am. I'll see you soon. I cast Disguise Self and I walk through the archway.
Yep. So going back to you guys. So, you and Marisa, you guys probably noticed that Thranduil just walked off and just poofed into the archway.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, he's gone.
Yeah, pretty much. At this point,
Did anybody else, like any of the Darkblade, notice that I had managed to get past?
Nah, man.
yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Like, they do not care. I can tell you without even having to roll. They do not notice you leave and come back.
Sweet.
Nice.
So Gawk, he says, are you guys sure you don't want any juice? I got juice. It's good.
Basically, like, get a glass and just kind of pretend to drink it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll get a apple
God's
juice,
like my
please.
new favorite
Yeah.
person.
And he looks to the Darkblade messenger and he goes, "Right away, sir." And he walks back and he gives you the apple juice and he gives a lemon juice to Gawk, and Gawk just chugs this thing.
Just kind of like pretend to sip it.
Yeah. And even on your lips, you can, like, it's just very sweet, even though you don't ingest any. So Gawk turns to Bay, he goes, I guess there's some new weapons that were made. Do you want to, like, take them over to the dome? And Bay goes, "Nah, man, I'm an hour walk, I can't do it. It's just, it's too, it's just..."
Could we maybe help you?
We could take care of that for you.
As like a way to prove my effectiveness of being a Darkblade, may I be able to escort these weapons?
Make a persuasion check.
Do it.
Oh no.
Nice, sis.
Nine.
Sure.
I've been working with her for a while. She's proved her worth that was unintentional, I swear. 14.
11?
Yeah. And Gawk goes, "Oh yeah, sure." And Big begins going through, ironically, a bag, and is pulling out weapons and stuff. And he's like fabricals, and Gawk goes, "Oh, don't, no, those are the Trailstones Trundle." And Big goes, "All right, yeah," and he just stuffs it in his pocket, like half of it's fallen out already. That Gawk begins wrapping up the weapons, and you can tell all of these are like necrotic fabrical weapons type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Gawk says, "All right, you need the symbol thing." And he kind of looks around and goes, and you just can't find it. And then he realizes it's his bookmark. And he takes it out of his book and goes to hand it to you, and you hear someone say, "Just hold on a sec there." And you see a woman come up.
Is it her? Delano.
And she says, "Gawk, what's going on here?" And Gawk goes, "Oh, these are some new recruits. We got one who's been with us for a while.
Just gonna look at us and know it's us.
These two, they just got in, and they offered very kindly to take the weapons to the dome." And the woman, she's just sort of like a deep sigh are you serious? Like, you get the sense that this is something that's happened multiple times now.
Oh no.
And she says, "Gawk, we've been over this. Only higher ups go. No recruits, no lower individuals. High ranks. Do you know who's high rank?" And Gawk goes, "You, Bag, me, and Delirious." And she says, "Yes. Are these two, or these three, any of those four?" And you just see this sentence just, like, she's lost him at this point. And she's just, you can tell that she's, like, about to rip her hair out. She says, "Gawk, are these people, these friends of ours right here, are they the leaders?" And Gawk, he says, "No." And she says, "No. So what does that mean?" I guess that means they can't go into the dome. She says, that's right. It's just like it's morning, you can tell she's already had a long day. She says, alright, Gok, I'll take him. Okay, just keep your bookmark. And she, even as she says bookmark, she's like just in so much pain emotionally. And she takes the weapons from Gok and she says, I'll take him back. And she like looks to you all just sort of very apologetic. And she begins walking away with them.
What do the weapons look like?
They're like your normal necrotic weapons. Some of them are a little bit new, like different design.
Okay. Are we heading back for tribute?
I guess so.
Let's head back for tribute. I just want to make the town go to crap.
Yeah, you guys also realize that Thranduil's not back yet.
He's not back yet?
Nope.
Wait.
You go ahead. I'll start following, and then I'll behind a tree.
And Gok goes, you guys leaving already? You don't want to hang out? Like, I mean,
We have to get back for tribute.
oh, I mean,
Not where we were.
I mean, I personally don't like tribute. I don't like looking at it, man. People are kind of crazy around here, but you know, it's cool.
Do you want to stick around for a little bit? Wait until.
And
Yes, we.
Stick around.
and Big's like, oh yeah, let's do some fights.
Yeah, let's do some fights.
And Gok's like, oh, I don't know about that. He goes, yeah, I'll rile up the boys. And he looks over. He says, Racken, and what's your name? And the other one goes, it's Gok, sir. He goes, Gok, get over here. He goes, all right, what are the rules here? And Gok goes, well, I mean, how about no killing? That's a good one. You know, are we wanting weapons? And Big's like, yeah, let's do weapons. Let's do magic. Let's do all of it. Fists out. Punch them out. And Gok says, well, okay, I guess. Like Frank and Gog. And the other guy goes, that's not my name. So he goes, oh, I'm sorry. And you two, I'm so sorry, I didn't get your names.
Frederick.
Nissa?
And so he looks to Millage, he goes, Leonard.
I was trying to remember what name I used with her.
And Gog, he looks at you guys, and Millie goes, you know what, I think I'll just sit this one out. You know, I'm good at music, I'll do background music. And Gog goes, oh, okay. And she just pulls his harp out of nowhere. He goes, he's very surprised. And so, yeah, you two are facing off to orcs. Roll initiative.
Oh! Okay,
So-
this is happening. Okay.
Yeah, so the
Man,
rules-
I want to crap the town.
So they're sparring off against two Dark Blade
two
just
Dark
for kicks?
Blade. One of them is Gog.
One of them's God?
Gog, yeah.
Like the leader?
Just for kicks
No,
and
not
giggles?
Gok. There's Gog, like the dude from the dome.
Oh, I'm so sad.
Alright, what do you guys
So
think?
this is just for kicks, right? Like this
Yeah.
isn't like they're gonna actually kill him.
You get the sense that Big got really bored. He goes, let's do a fight.
I got 13.
Oh, okay, sorry. I was just texting someone and I kind of missed what was happening.
Yeah.
Forgive me.
Reason?
Oh, I keep forgetting. Initiative is what I rolled
Dexterity.
plus dex. That's it. Okay. 9.
Alright, one of them goes first, and he's just gonna pull out his sword and just run at you, Yui, because you're closest. 11 to hit.
Nope.
And yeah, so he swings down with his great sword, and you sidestep, and he takes a step back and just sort of defends himself. And that's his turn. Yue, it is your turn.
I'm gonna smack him 3 times. Because I can do that now.
Yep.
First attack is 11, 12, 13.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright.
Your dexterity is higher than his.
Oh, so that's another 1d6 on the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Second attack is 12, 13 to hit.
Yep.
And the third one is more than 13, so it's gonna hit. And I got 4 stomp points on the third one, so that's going to be. I'll do lightning attack.
Yep. So you roll again.
What? 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Second attack. 6 damage. Third attack for 5 damage. And fourth attack.
How many attacks do you get?
3, but I got lightning attack. 4, 5, 6 damage.
Oh my gosh. So with that, you just run up to him and it's like just carving a melon. Essentially, you just hack this guy and he just like and just goes down. And Big's like, yeah, man, like he's losing his mind. And God goes, medic. And you see
The guy, his like arm is like almost off, and he's like, it's just a flesh wound.
Yeah.
I've had worse.
Bleed on me.
And
What are you gonna do? Bite my ankles?
And Ahmed runs over and he's like pumping, like healing into this guy who's bleeding out. He goes, "No, man, I keep going. Just no, leave me. Just no, I'm not out. You know,
Not out yet.
and it's the other orc's turn, and he looks at you and terrified after seeing.
Just seeing me carve through
Yeah,
him, and I just
so-
like after I carve through him, I just like.
And, like the second one is Gog, and he looks at you just absolutely like you can see like his heart is almost beating through. And he looks over to Gog and goes, "I don't know about this, sir. Like, I'm sorry about the knocking thing. I do." And Ben goes, "Just do it!" Like he's losing his mind. And looks to you, Ariza, just sort of like.
Oh!
And he looks down and realizes he doesn't have a weapon, takes out a stick that's half sharpened.
Oh man.
Poor guy! He's gonna get decimated. You just like punch him and his head flies off.
Does 15 hit?
Me?
Yes.
Yep.
What this do?
Oh.
You take a point of damage.
Yeah, punch it with the stick.
-5, so I don't take any.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you like, he just kind of haphazardly goes up and like tries to stab you with the stick and it breaks in half. And he's just kind of looks over to Doc like, please.
Single tear. Please, sir.
Yeah.
I won't complain again. I'll just keep picking sticks up, sir. He gets another attack.
18 to hit.
18 to hit who?
Ariza.
Ah! Yeah, that hits.
And he's just gonna try to punch you. Take 3 points of damage.
No. Oh,
-3
-5,
armor.
so I
Yeah.
guess it doesn't. Okay.
Punch on the same spot, his hand breaks off.
Yeah. So he gives you like a good hit across the face, and it's just sort of like when someone smacks you, and you just turn and look at them like, really, bro?
Ooh.
And he's just,
Poor
and
guy.
he just looks at you, just sort of like, just do it, man. And it's your turn, Ariza.
Oh no.
And it-
Oof. Can I just come up poke him with my quarterstaff
Yeah.
and be like, just play along?
Yeah.
Just kind of,
Yeah.
jab the.
Yeah.
9? It would be 9, but I
Yeah.
3 stun points.
Yeah, you don't hit, I guess. So you go to like jab him, and he's not even moving, man. He's,
Oh no.
and he just like scrapes the side of his face. And at this point, he's just mouthing, please.
I just want to hit you.
And you hit your turn.
Well, I have no remorse. I'm going in for 3 attacks. 5, 6, 7, 8,
What's
9,
their dexterity?
10, 11, 12, 3,
Yeah.
13, 14, 15,
Yours doesn't beat his.
16, 17 to hit.
Yeah, that still hits.
That's the first attack. Second one. I think that hits. The third one. Whoa!
Oh
and
my
that's
gosh,
6 stuff
that's
points,
six.
so I'm gonna do lethal blow on that one. So that's an extra 2d6 on the last one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Roll
so
damage.
first hit, and my dex isn't higher than his,
No,
is
it's
it?
not.
For 5 damage. Second one is 8 damage, and the third one 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage.
Yeah. You just hack and slash into this poor guy. And
No mercy.
yeah. And he
You just grasped his body. No!
yeah. He takes it like a champ. You get the sense that no amount of physical damage you can do to him is worse than his emotional damage.
Yeah.
And so he just he just goes down, and Gawk, he goes, medic, and Big is losing his mind over this. Yeah, like, and Millie, this whole time she's been like very. It's a weird combination because she's still at her harp.
Yeah.
And she's playing this really
Harp
intense
battle
harp
music.
like harp music. And so she, at one point, tries to use a bow of her fiddle and just like runs it over her harp just to see what it does. And so it's like this weird harp music, or these two people are being massacred by U.S. blades, and you just see Big on the side, like just freaking out, and Gawk is just watching this like it's every day for him. Like he's seen his plenty of battles, so this is just, you know. And so the medic comes over and he looks at Gawk. He goes, "Are you sure, sir?" And he goes, "Yeah." And so he,
Are you sure, sir?
and he pumps up Gawk and helps him up, and Gawk goes, "Did well, son." And Gawk, oh my goodness, these names, I regret everything.
I know, so I was like, what?
And Gawk, he goes, "Thank you, sir. I'll go back to my branches now." And he walks away.
Sheath my weapons.
And Big comes over and just smacks you really hard on the back, UA. And he's just like freaking out. And just, that was amazing. I can't believe it.
Yes.
Where did you learn to fight like that?
Dark Blade teaches you many things, especially how to wield a blade.
Are you kidding me? The people here suck at fighting. And Gawk, he goes, well, you know, we focus more on the heart here, man. He goes, "Oh, shut up!"
Focus on the heart, man.
No one here can fight except for Eleanor's friends. Are you kidding me? Everyone here sucks. And Big just marches off, and like you notice at this point, some of the Darkblade have also been watching you guys, and it's at this point when everyone's distracted that Thranduil comes back in through the archway.
Yep. Alright, it's been fun, but
take a leave.
let's go.
Alright. Are you going with Yue and Ariza and Millie to the town?
Yeah, they're going to the tribute, hey?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're
And-
doing our master plan.
Yeah, and Millie says,
Yeah.
"You guys go on ahead. There's a small thing I just, need to do."
Wait, Nilly's staying back?
She's telling you guys to go on ahead.
She's gonna pull a Scanlan and
Hey.
Shrek everything.
Are we being escorted or are we by ourselves?
You guys are being escorted just because the forest is pretty dangerous.
Yeah. That's fair.
Okay.
The more we bring back with us.
And Millie's like, "Oh, hold on. Quick question. Gawk? And he goes, "Oh yeah, uh-huh." She goes, "Just curious. Any weird green orcs that's a chick who just, made some mess around here? I heard rumors." And Gawk goes, "Do we have someone like that?" He goes, "Oh yeah, that chick sucked." she was a real pain, asking everyone about the dark blade and all this and such. And she wasn't for the team, you know. So we I don't remember what happened to her, but we dealt with her.
And Gok goes, oh, well, maybe Eleanor knows. She's really good at keeping records and all that stuff. And you can see that both Gok and Beg are thinking real hard now, just sort of like, what happened here? And for another dark blade nearby goes, she was given as tribute, sir. And Gok goes, oh right, that is what happened. That's a shame.
She was given as tribute.
Oof.
Sweet. Cool. Alright, let's go back.
Threw her body in the forest.
Great, let's go back. Let's go back to Cindermore! We're back to Cindermore. Woo, we made it, finally.
Alright.
Wow, that was fast.
And Millie caught up to you guys partway through there, and she's just sort of like laughing to herself, like trying to hide it.
Oh yeah, what'd you do, Millie?
Are we being
You guys are being-
escorted in the city too?
No, the moment you guys reach the town, like the escort leaves you, it's just for your own protection through the forest.
Yeah.
We go to the tavern.
Yep.
What'd you do,
Get
Millie?
Yep.
We're booking it.
And
Or like we're fast-paced
yeah,
walking.
when you guys get back to the tower and she kind of laughs and opens up like her like pouch or something, she goes, "No one's going to trundle now." And you see a whole bunch of the trail stones that Big has.
Yeah, sweet.
Oh my god, yes!
Sweet.
So
Now we just got a bunch of.
happy.
all right, what are you guys
Got a
doing?
bunch of fabricals to trundle.
Well, it's better us we have them.
Yeah, man.
You know.
Once we're in town, I'm going to explain to them the branches and that we have another ally as well.
Okay. So Riza and I are going to go to tribute. We are going to,
Deactivate it.
and then should we have a call or something? Like a, I don't know how to signal.
Unless they stay within eyesight.
You guys do know that this tribute, like, isn't just one soul fabrical. It's once it fills up, they put it in storage, get a new one.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Do we know where they store
Oh
it?
heck.
Nova saw it in the warehouse in the dome.
Well, okay, change of plans.
Yeah, I figure I should clarify that.
Change of plans.
Yeah.
We are going to release the elementals now. And then we go over to the dome and deactivate all of them. In the midst of the chaos. Millie and Thranduil, you guys are going to infiltrate the dome. And you are going to disactivate, what the heck? You're going to deactivate the fabricals. You're going to find and deactivate the fabricals to the location Nova mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
How are we deactivating them?
With the thing I gave Arisa. The anti-death
Okay,
magic.
that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure that
Yeah.
So that's
you weren't
given
expecting
to-
me to have some forbidden knowledge.
Also, Millie has the badge thing. I gave it to
Yeah,
her.
she still has that.
So she could disguise the gnome.
She can disguise as the gnome lady,
Unless she's already
and
inside.
Thranduil can go invisible.
Maybe they both should go invisible. Because, like, okay, what if the gnome lady's inside and then it's like there's another gnome lady outside who wants to get in?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yikes.
I mean, it's. I don't know. They can figure it out. So, once you guys leave, we'll wait. How long should we wait? 5
How long
minutes.
does it take?
How long did it take? Do we know how long it took Nova?
4.
Or did we just meet up back with her at the.
You met up back with her. You have no idea how long it took her to do whatever.
We'll wait 5 minutes, I would say. Because even if they're inside and they're still doing things, the second we release the elementals, everything's going to become chaos.
And then there'll be phantasms and all sorts of chaos.
And then you can bring in that one lady that you're talking to with the bracelet.
Oh, and by the way, I only told you that, like, I told you the bare minimum that you guys know. about how the bracelet works and
Yeah, obviously.
who this person is, but other than that, I didn't reveal any other conversation. Just so you're aware.
I imagine everything to be vague. Okay. Shall we do it?
Alright. Millie is going to inspire you guys.
Yay.
So what do you want +1 to in terms of stat?
Heck. Should we do... we might have to run.
I want me and Millie to have dexterity for stealthing in,
Yeah, I don't know if we need...
but you guys don't need that.
Yeah, okay, so everyone has +1 to dexterity and also +2 to your next roll.
Sweet! +1 dex, +2 to next roll.
Yep.
Okay, I'll watch them go. Climb on the roof or something.
Alright, so Thranduil and Millie go to the dome?
Yeah, I'm gonna go on the roof and have my bow out, but not like...
Am I
Okay.
turning us
Stealth
invisible?
This is daytime.
Might be a
Yeah.
good idea. I don't know.
Okay, we're invisible.
Alright. When Yue goes up on the roof, she can see the Temple of Dia, and she just sees droves of people go towards it. And the walls are down on the temple, and you can't really, well, Yue can't really see more than that. She just sees a whole bunch of people. So Thranduil and Millie, you guys go to the dome. And you guys approach, get near the door, and she says, how are we going to get in?
Crap.
Oh no.
You're gonna have to disguise yourself. I'll stay invisible and I'll follow with you. If anything goes wrong, I'll drop the big guns.
And she goes, alright, and she goes around the corner, disguises herself to the best of her ability, what this gnome chick looks like, to Nova's description.
I drop invisibility on her.
Yeah.
What a waste of 8 magic points.
And she just sort of like ruffles her hair around, tries to get the crazy look going on. And so she just saunters up to the Darkblade soldiers, shows off her
I'm gonna
badge.
stay within 5 feet of her.
Yeah. Just shoves a badge in the dude's face and just like tries to give him the most craziest look ever. And he just is taken aback and opens the door, just staring down at her like, what the heck happened to you, woman? And she just walks right in. And Thranduil, you follow? Just
Yeah.
make a stealth check.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Ew. 8, 11. Oh, never mind. 16 with my dex bonus.
Yeah, no, they don't see you. You pass through here like a small breeze. Like, yeah. Much different compared to Nova's entry. And so, Thranduil, you come across this sort of office area. You see a woman at a desk, and she's just kind of sitting there staring at the work before her. And you can see that she has there's a coin on the table, and
So did Nova explain to us what she did? Messed around with
right,
this chick?
yeah.
We don't know.
So you see this chick just staring at a coin, very like something happened to her. And you see that there's some coins all over the floor too. And she's just
Did nobody like just throw a bunch of coins
yeah,
at
she
her?
threw a chuck of
Oh
a bunch
right, I
of coins.
remember when she was running.
Yeah, she was trying to get out because it was this girl screaming that caused the guards to open the door. And know what's wrong.
Yeah.
And
So don't play with the coin as invisible. Got it.
Or you could when you leave.
You have no idea how much I want to just like.
Flick it at her.
you put it down, you said it to spin.
And you just take a bunch of coins.
Millie stops for a moment, looks at this chick who looks like she had some damage done, and she just marches up, slams her hand on the desk on top of the coin. This chick like jumps back and freaks out for a moment,
and she just stares at this chick intensely and shoves the badge in her face too. And she says, "Which door, ma'am?"
What's it?
And Millie points to the
Wasn't it the left one?
the left door, yes.
Because I think that was also where the dryad was.
And she nods and just numbly gives the keys, and Millie just takes them all and still this intense stare and marches over, looks at the keys, which is just there's a good 30 keys on this thing,
Oh dear.
and she's,
Oh no!
and she's just staring at these keys like, what the heck? And she looks back at the receptionist, and she's just poked the coin and then flicked it off the table. And Millie just, alright, and just goes one by one until the door opens. And there's, not Dwarven Guard, there's Darkblade Guard at every point. And she kind of walks through the hall, takes out the badge, and just sticks it to the wall like Nova had said. And there's a door that opens. She walks in, Thranduil, you walk in behind her, and there's the warehouse.
Sweet. The fabricals are there?
Yeah.
How long has passed?
It's been around 5-ish minutes, 10 minutes.
Alright.
We said 5
Yeah.
minutes.
So,
Yeah.
going to you guys.
Oh, we're really doing this.
We're doing it!
Okay.
Alright, let's carry. I'll get off
Can
the
I
roof at this
actually-
point
Yeah.
and go
Okay.
back down. I guess we
So
carry
there's-
it.
Crowds for maximum damage, or just want to open it up now?
I think
I think
they'll
it'd be
just
easy.
find people, won't they?
Yeah.
Do you want to go close?
Kind of.
Okay,
but
can we
not,
say in the
kinda
5
just,
minutes we've inched a little
Yeah.
closer
Yeah.
to the temple?
Yeah.
We're still hidden in an alleyway or
And
something.
this is straight up turn into a mini festival type of situation.
They're all evil. They're all evil.
People are cheering and dancing as they're going to the temple, and you see people come up one at a time, and it's really bizarre because you've seen the effects with the Bronze Blade kids and with Rune from Luthen, and it's just really strange to see these people who have a piece of them, piece of their soul taken out, and they still kind of have a that didn't feel very good type of thing, but still very I'm doing this.
This is
I want to do this.
Who's that one guy that poisoned all the punch and killed everyone?
the Jonestown.
Yeah, it's got that kind of vibe.
Oh, and then also the Heaven's Gate people.
Oh. Okay, we're in an alleyway. We're gonna pop open the jar before we do our kind of
Alright.
yeah.
Are you guys being kind of trying to blend in with the crowd with this?
I mean, not in the crowd, but
No, we're not in the crowd.
kind
We're
of in a
nearby.
back alley, away,
Alright.
but closer than.
Yeah, we're not
Make-
super far.
Make
away.
a stealth check just to
Oh, no.
try and
Woo!
pass you guys
Oh,
off as suspicious, because you are carrying this jar.
Oh, I guess. Can I?
3, 4,
Would have
5,
had
7.
tucked it underneath a cloak or something.
Yeah, it still creates a bit of a bulge, but it's
You
not
just
it's
look
fully
really
blowing.
great.
I
thing.
got 13.
Ooh.
You're just pregnant, man.
Oh wow.
What'd you get?
12, 15,
Dex.
17 plus dex.
Yeah.
19.
We're stealthy, bro.
Yeah. So you guys believe that you have made it to an alleyway without being seen or without drawing attention.
Alright, so what does it look like? It just looks like a jar and then it's got a cork on top?
Pretty much, yeah.
Alright.
Can I just maybe make an Arcana check?
Sure.
Just to kind of on the jar? Yeah, 16. Just kind of
This jar,
to see if it's not magically.
it has a series of magical seals on it.
I can break the jar?
You guys can break the jar, but Ariza, you can tell that this thing has layers of
Yikes.
seals on it, so you're gonna have to go at this for a while.
Okay, so it's got layers.
I don't know if I have anything. What's the thing I got the most damage with? Hey, I got. Is my dex higher than its dex?
Yes.
I mean, technically.
Because, that means I get an extra 1d6 to one of my attacks.
Also, with that roll, you'll tell that this jar isn't just a regular glass jar. It's been reinforced.
Yeah.
So it's not going to...
Barely.
You're not just going to chuck it against the wall and it's going to break.
Yeah,
Or
of course.
it's actually has some heft to it. Alright, so what are you guys doing?
Smacking it.
Alright.
Swing!
Oh man.
Yeah, I broke it!
Alright. So I'm assuming you're using the pommel or the handle of your sword?
Yeah, no, I'm not going at it with
Yeah.
the blades, otherwise they'll...
So, you go for the first hit, and you see cracks form around the jar. Not the jar itself, but almost like a
Raised,
little,
yeah,
a little
like it's-
raised. And upon the first hit, there is a loud clang sound, like a ringing sound, and you realize this thing is trapped as well.
Are the
and there's-
elementals, like, reacting at all? As
Oh
I'm
yeah,
cracking
with the
it?
first hit, like you see them like sort of move around, and they're almost starting to get themselves riled up. And the clang, just this massive alarm sound like a wave, and you can hear the people nearby kind of stop. It's so loud, and you realize, well,
Yeah, I'm just going.
yeah. And so you go for a second strike, and you see shattering of the first seal.
Yeah.
A third strike, and it breaks in one hit. Another strike, and it cracks. One more, and it cracks and shatters. And then there's the jar itself. And at this point, you go to hit it with the... I think you have 2 more hits, right?
Yeah.
And the jar itself just shatters, and these elementals explode.
Yeah.
You all
You-
instantly die.
You
from the
guys
impact
are
of the
knocked
explosion.
to the walls.
Yeah.
And you both take 7 points of damage. And there's just a swirl, like a column of just pure arcane force. And you see rising from it is a phoenix. And it sets itself on fire and just dives down on the town below. And you see a whole bunch of rocks just deep into the earth. And you see the water form itself, and there is in the shape of a mermaid, and she just floods through the town itself.
And are they avoiding us? Or are they, like, taking us along with them?
They sort of went up, saw people, and went down for them. So you guys were just sort of like small pickings, like didn't even notice you.
Yeah, I mean, we helped them out, so...
And you see the leaves blow rapidly, and a tornado begins to form itself, and it just spirals through. And
I'm gonna... At this point, I'm running to the dome.
yeah.
I'm running straight
Oh
to
yeah, I
the
guess I'll
dome.
follow you. Yeah.
And as you guys are running, you just hear screams and
I mean-
chaos.
I mean,
And just people, and you see, at this point, as you guys approach the dome, you see the 2 Darkblades guards just stand up, watch all is happening, and they look to each other and see you guys, and they just don't know what to do.
Yeah, as I'm
And-
running, I'm gonna be like, go help the people! Go help the people!
Yeah. And they don't even hear you. They're just standing there staring at this thing in horror.
Alright, yeah, I'm just running.
And you guys see the trees itself in the shot forest begin to almost react to the release of the elementals.
Yes!
And as you guys see, like, this phoenix swarm down to set roofs on fire, and you see the ground explode as this freaking titan comes out of the ground and just like stomps down on the temple itself. And with a resounding thud and almost like a Samson situation, it just crushes hundreds of people.
Bro, we just heckin'
And
destroyed this town. We didn't even try to, like, convince the people that the Darkblade were evil. We just killed them all.
and you see the mayor come out of her mansion on the balcony, and her eyes just like horror, and also almost like a twisted smile in some ways. Just
Finally, I can face my misery.
and you
Just
see
like,
like the tornado swoop down and sweep her house away with her.
yeah.
And you just see like almost like in disgust, it just chucks her hundreds of miles away.
Yeah, I mean, these people
Like,
kind of
and,
deserved it.
yeah.
They went at war with the Dryads and they've been torturing them.
And you see all these elementals come together and form this massive figure in itself. And you get the sense that, yeah, there's the elementals, but coming together, they are the guardian of Shock Forest. And this thing is heckin' now. And you can see that it's just drawing from the earth, forming itself with more earth and dirt and rocks. And it looks like a giant, water flowing through its veins, and a wind of hair, just leaves and stuff. And its eyes glowing with fire, and fire's coming out of its fingertips and its mouth. And you just see it form a massive fireball and just rolls it through the town. And it's just screaming. And
Nice on.
And at this point, you guys go into the dome.
Yep. Running in the dome.
And so, Thranduil, you and Millie enter this room, and you just hear screams and chaos and just the sounds. And Millie kind of pauses for a moment, and she says, I know these people are bad, but this is kind of messed up. Like, this is messed up, right?
Let's just stay on task.
Right, okay. And so, as you guys go into, like, all the Dwarven... Not all the Dwarven, all the Darkblade, they come out, and some of them are like, get to the turrets! Someone get to those turrets now! And there is a secret door in the hallway that one just, like, pokes through and just goes up into a turret in the hallway. And from an outside perspective, as you guys run through, you don't even see the woman at the desk. She is underneath this thing, and she has lost it completely.
I'm sorry!
And she's just...
She's like on the car. I did this!
It's like a camera zooming in on her, and she's just clutching this gold coin and staring at it in pure horror, thinking that she has brought this upon her own people.
I go over to the coin, I pluck it out of her hand, and I wave it in her face. No, I'm just kidding.
So you guys rush in, and you see Millie and Thranduil staring amongst this mini warehouse or big storage room.
Are you gonna do the
Did
thing?
you do it?
Do it. Do it.
Do it. Activate it. Activate the
Why are you not activating it?
death magic fabrical.
Thranduil, too. You have it.
It's great.
The
Do
moment.
it.
We found a major stash, then yeah, I eat that thing in there.
Well, don't
Actually,
eat it because it's got
I give
two
it to
uses.
Millie so she can throw it, and I'm gonna take like 10 steps
Don't
back.
throw
Don't
it.
throw it.
Alright,
it's
you
got two uses.
give it to Millie, and she kind of stands out one side of the room, kind of centering herself, because you guys, while Millie and Thranduil was waiting for you, she was kind of looking to see how far it was. She goes, I think we can get this in 2 shots. So she stands up, goes a little bit, like a third of the way, and activates it, and there's just a wave of anti-magic. It passes harmlessly through everyone.
I gotta raise my anti-magic death.
And you see, like, all the power stones, or not power stones, the infused stones and all these fabricals shatter.
Yay!
And any...
I'm outside of this radius of right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, he'd be dead.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't want to know what bad things
It's
would happen
not-
if I'm in there.
Yeah. It's a magical explosion, so it passes harmlessly through you, but you can feel the force of it. And then she stands to the other side of the room, and she does it again, and just a wave. And
Yep, that
all of
fabrical's
these,
done so now.
yeah, all of these are shattered. And as you see them shatter, you can see lights come out of the souls, of these fabricals. Just light upon light upon light, just so many. And some of them just fade into nothingness, and some of them like fly up and just dive. And you see one approach you, Yue, and just sort of touch you on the forehead for a second, and then darts off. And you feel Dura.
Oh, that's cool.
Who's
Wait,
that?
what?
That was Crystal's character.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Held her
adorable.
soul?
Yeah, it just it looks like they caught her and they sucked her soul
Yeah,
out.
and you get the image of when this light touched you. You have the image of the forest somewhere, and there is a tree, and you see that Dura is in this tree,
and sitting at the foot of it is a young girl, a dryad, who is watching and waiting.
Oh.
And Millie says, let's go rescue some dryads before we get the heck out of
Oh
Dodge.
yeah, straight up.
Do it.
Open the door.
Yeah.
Yup.
And so you guys, like at this point, she's like, screw this disguised self. And she,
Yeah.
like, just in doing this, almost like it whips off of her. And
Yeah,
you
I
guys,
drop invisibility.
and you
My disguise
guys,
self is still up though.
you book it to the other side of the dome. And at this point, it is cleared out. There is no one in here.
Yeah.
And you also get the sense that this figure is looming closer to the dome itself.
Got it.
It's taking its time,
It's
but it's
gonna-
making its way
It's
over
gonna
here.
crash this thing.
yeah.
We gotta get
is there
this
anything-
guy.
But all the dryads and stuff are out.
You guys have just reached this room, and you heard Nova kind of gloss over it, but you walk in and you're like, what the heck is this thing?
Messed up. Is there still the dead dryad on the table?
No, it's gone now.
How many dryads are in the
There
cages?
is... Oh, I should probably go through my notes so I don't get this wrong.
Can I like look for anything?
Any notes?
No, like yeah,
Or-
notes are like notes and like anything that seems important. I don't know, objects. I don't know, journals, anything like that.
Quick loot,
Yeah.
quick loot.
No.
Millie inspires everyone again as well.
Okay, so
For what? Dex?
6.
Yeah, we're keeping it on Dex.
Okay. So
And
plus
she's-
2 to next roll. Oh, you get plus 2 to that.
14.
14?
Yeah.
Yeah. Millie also searches as well. And so you guys just comb through this place. There aren't really a lot of books other than like anatomy books on dryads and like just the torture methods and what they've done and trying to find their magical connection and just seeing if they can draw anything from it. It looks like they're trying to get to a point where they can draw the power from dryads and use it to power their fabricals as well.
That's messed up.
And so you just breeze through this and you're like, nothing. And Millie actually finds a secret compartment in the table itself. And she goes, Ariza, this is all you. And she gives you this book.
Nice. Okay, I'll look at that later.
Yeah. So just write down,
Dryad torture book. Secret dryad torture book.
write down
Running
secret
around
journal.
and picking all the locks.
Yeah, I'm helping break open the cages.
Yeah, there are no locks on these cages. You don't know how to open it.
Is there a door?
There appears to be no door. They're just cages.
Can I just try to...
What the
Can
crap?
I just slash open the bars?
Sure, you can try. Which cage is this?
I don't know. Whichever one
Okay,
has
so-
a dryad that's still alive. in
Okay,
it.
here, let me set this up for you. So the first one is empty, because that's where the dead dryad was from on the table. Second one has this big wolf that's just gone heckin' crazy.
If
Do you want me to make a check?
Yeah, you need to make a check.
12.
12. This is someone from your village.
Oh snap! I'm breaking that one open.
Alright,
Faux show. Break that one open.
but you also get a sense that there's something seriously wrong.
Oh.
Like, you look in their eyes, there's no intelligence.
Save that one for last, and then like
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
free it as you.
Yeah.
This
I'll-
is a feral creature.
Yeah, I'll break open
Yeah.
the.
Are there any like
I'll break open the
branches
one with the
or
real alive
crap
dryad.
in the
Yeah, so
dryads
there
cages?
is one, there's two other cages. There's one that's sort of on the ground in this cage. You don't know if they're alive or dead. And then there's another one that has a scarf wrapped around them.
Yeah, I'll do
And-
the scarf one.
Yeah.
Well, I would know whether or not they're alive or dead because of my necromancy speciality, wouldn't I?
Yeah, you get
Should I like, reach out and touch her and use my necromancer speciality, which means I stabilize her at 0 hit points unless she's already dead?
Yeah, she's dead.
Oof.
Oh crap.
It looks like she
Okay.
died very recently.
No! How
I just speak
recently?
with Dad and have a full-blown conversation with her, ask her about her day. No.
It's hard to tell. I guess
Like-
for Thranduil, because necromancy and stuff, it was within the past, 2 days type of thing.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Is there an alive dryad in the other cage?
Yeah, it's the one with the scarf wrapped around her, and she looks like she's not on her way out, but she's not doing well.
Yeah, I'm hacking and slashing at the cage.
Yeah.
Is she?
Second
Is there any
attack.
branches or crap in there?
You know what? I think she probably has a small twig on her. Yeah. That.
I cast regrowth on it, and I try to use the growth of it to try and bust through
The bar?
the cage.
17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Okay, make an intelligence. Well, first of all, cast a spell. And then after that, you're going to need to make like an intelligence or arcane lore check to see if you have the focus to do this thing. Because you are kind of yeah.
And can I pump more magic into it to make it more powerful?
Yeah, go ahead.
So can I double it then?
Yep.
16.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you just bust one side of this thing open as Yue goes to slash at it, and she misses because the thing falls right as she does it.
Alright.
That's the dryad.
The one with the scarf.
Can I heal her?
Sure.
I want to.
You guys hear a freaking massive crash, sort of in the center room, and an ear-splitting scream. So she just sort of looks at you all very afraid, like she doesn't know what to do.
Oh shoot! I don't have time for this.
The guardian is free. We're breaking you out. Grab her and run. I'll catch up.
I'll just grab her.
Okay, you go to grab for this chick. You gotta make a
kind of like an open palmed, kind of not like a but like a.
You like even you having to heal her, like
Yeah.
she was like low key resisting, like she's absolutely terrified. So like you get the sense
I'm just
that
gonna grab her by the shoulders and say, I'm friends with her name, can't remember it,
Yeah.
she gave me the bracelet. We're here to save you, we need to go.
She just hears the name like Saria and just sort of like nods and just sort of like, okay, this name is familiar, and so she just clenches so hard to your hand, Thranduil, like the circulation is immediately cut off, and she just follows you. So Ariza, Thranduil, and Millie's gonna hang a little bit back just to see if you need backup.
No, I'll tell her go. I'm good.
Okay, and she just sort of like, all right then, man, and she books it too.
As we're running, can I heal? Like, can I use healing?
Like healing arcana?
Like, just like as we're running, just boop.
I'm gonna go to my other form.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try breaking open at the cage.
Yeah.
Do I break it? Do I have to roll for
Make a
it?
strength check, just in general.
Duck. Okay.
And
What's your other form, Kara?
Oh, it's just, a taller version of me.
Oh yeah.
No, I let my
for
hair
sure.
down.
Explain.
I let my hair
this
down.
would be strength might.
Are you like full on wolf?
No, I let my hair down. I took it out of my mini ponytail. 17?
Yeah, you're able to. You just throw yourself at this cage and are able to dent it enough that this wolf can come out of, and it just completely wild, and it goes to attack you.
Yeah, I'm playing it.
Yeah, okay. I'll just see if it manages to bite you. 7, 8.
8 to hit?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Oof,
I highly doubt it.
Okay.
Nope, no way. Nope.
And so, the rest of you, as you run, you just see, you come around the hallway and you see this massive foot that has destroyed the main area. And you look up and you just see this freaking elemental guardian
How
thing.
fast am I?
Like, you're getting the sense that this thing is just pure rage. The dryad looks up and just sort of like, and tears just pour down her face as she realizes what's happening.
Yeah.
She heals 16.
Okay, yeah, she's looking a lot better now.
Okay, good.
Her strength regained quite a bit. So, what are you guys doing?
Start getting
Getting got a dodge.
Yeah. Can I form back?
Yeah,
I'll form back and catch up with them and run.
yeah.
Put my hair
I
back
do
up.
kind of want to run to the other encampment though,
Put my
real
hair
quick,
back
and
up
just
when
kind
I'll
of kill everyone there.
Oh, go to the forest.
Go to the forest encampment. Yeah. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Booking it to the refugee place.
Yeah, and as you guys are running through this now flattened town,
Yeah.
in mere minutes, it is utterly rubble.
Yep.
And you just hear, at this point, people like wailing and crying and screaming.
Yep.
And you
No mercy, keep running.
it's just so weird seeing a town that is both flooded and like crushed and on fire. It is the most bizarre context ever.
Woo! We did it, guys! We killed the Dark Blade! Cindermore's not a problem anymore.
And you guys dart through the town, and the gate is just smashed open as you see the trees themselves are swarming into the...
Yes.
Yeah. And Thranduil, you get the sense that these trees are a lot more alive too, compared to what they were before. And
Just running through the forest, smiling.
yeah. And so, some of the townspeople are beginning to gather themselves and try to fight off the forest, and there's just pure hatred in their eyes, and you get the sense that this is a long, ongoing battle. Like, they have been doing this pretty much since things fell apart.
Yep.
And so, as you guys continue running, the Dryad beside you begins to sing just a loud war cry song. And you hear...
Dun, dun, dun,
Why is this like the most epic thing I've ever recorded in my life, and it's not even real?
And you guys hear the same song to your right and then to your left. Different pitches and heights and
Battle
tunes.
cry harmony.
And you see the trees themselves are like waving and stuff. And you hear the cry of a strange creature as up through the trees you see are just a whole bunch of griffins.
Yes!
And dryads are flying on them, and they swirl and like around you guys in the air, and you see Medusas begin to slither out, and they see you and just continue on towards Cindermore.
Okay, good.
And
I
you
hope they don't
see-
kill.
Like you see Bakwani and just like some smaller elementals as well, and you see maybe like one Dijin as well too. And the Dryad, you see a griffin drop down next to her, and she just runs up and hugs it and just speaks to it in her own language. And Thranduil, you're able to get a little bit of what she's saying, just because the language is similar to Olinthi. And she jumps on it and holds out her hand, and a spear grows from the ground, and she takes it, nods to you all, and she says, Animalith, and she flies off.
Did she say?
She said Animalith. She held her hand to herself and said Animalith, and then flew off.
That's her name?
And so she joins the rest of the griffins and the dryads, and they all begin to fly towards
Cindermore.
their forest, their village. And you also see some wolves come out, like these big wolves.
Yeah, I see.
And they kind of wait beside you guys. And Millie's like, I'm down. She just hops right on one of these boys.
Yeah, I immediately, like, beautifully, elvenly, swing myself up onto it and just go.
Yeah.
This is really weird. Can I just like, you know how in Spirit, how like the guy doesn't like jump on the horse, he like holds onto it on the side.
Yeah,
that's what I'm doing.
All right.
With one of my blades out.
Yeah, I'll like haphazardly try and get on. It's really weird seeing this
Yeah.
dwarf ride this wolf.
Yeah. And you also hear like war cries, because it does take an hour to get to the village.
Yeah.
And so as you're riding partway through, you also hear other war cries, and you see Arnett run in, and you see Nova joining in, and they're all on their horses and stuff. And
Yeah. Randall, are you touching your bracelet at all here? Like, what's
Oh
going
yeah,
on?
yeah.
Yeah, sorry, like I was gonna say, like, once we get closer, then I'm activating the bracelet.
Alright, so you guys are now coming upon the village itself of the Dryads, where most of the dark
Can I say at this point, like,
a little bit of you off.
I've yeeted the dark blade armor off of
Oh,
me, and I've
yeah.
got my OG stuff on.
Yeah, definitely. And you two kind of notice this as they approach. Arnett kind of stops for a second, goes behind a tree, comes back, and he's a centaur.
Nice.
Yeah! He's a centaur!
And so he starts taking the lead as well. Now that he's half horse, half dude. And so you guys burst through the clearing, and you see a battle already ongoing. And you just see like Eleonora shouting, just sort of like shoot them down, like the sky, you know, and all this, like giving orders. And Gawk and Beg are standing back to back, just like smacking Dryads in the faces and just like trying to.
Phantasm on Gawk.
All right, roll.
I'm gonna need your help. Let's go attempt Eleonora.
Yeah, that's what I was going for too.
That's
I was gonna full
that's
on
a
just go
21.
straight for it.
Oh, yeah.
And 6 points.
Oh.
This is epic.
No. Oh! I'm actually gonna use fast casting,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to cast Draw Upon Death.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of death going on here, man.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
And the phantasm is gonna take form of like a horrifying like banshee wisp creature, like,
Yeah.
and it's just going to like this guy's gonna pee his pants.
Yeah. And you see Gawk just drop his weapon in pure like terror, and Beg is like, Gawk, what's going on, man? And you guys also see out of the corner of your eye like Gog with his stick. He goes, screw this, man! I ain't for this anymore! And he just whips off his dark plate armor, goes to the nearest griffin, is like, I'm down if you're down, bro. Like, come on, please. And the griffin's like, what the heck?
I'll take the 11 points of piercing damage.
We saved one guy.
It takes a village to raise.
Hey man.
Oh, we're heroes!
The needs of the one outweigh the needs of the many.
From day one, none of you have given me any respect.
And you know what? It wasn't me who was knocking on the door.
Wait, is that guy like within running distance? Can I run up and give him like a high five or something?
Sure.
Yes!
Yeah, he sees you and he's like, dude, take me with you.
Yeah!
High five. So great. Alright, so Thranduil, you
Gawk
cast
takes 11
that.
points of piercing damage from the phantasm.
Yeah, is it 1d6 per round? Something like that?
It's 2d6 plus willpower.
And it's piercing
It's a
damage.
master level spell.
Yeah, that is true. Alright. So you two are going after Eleanor.
Yep.
Alright, so you guys, there are a number of Darkblade around
I-
her. Yes.
I don't want to kill the wolf though. The wolf is cool. I just wanted to kind of like ride in on the wolf and like try to jump off its back
Yeah.
and full on just
Yes!
Eleonora.
Yeah.
Can I do like a thunder blast?
Sure.
Centered on
Yeah.
Eleonora.
Yeah. You do the thunder
Yeah.
blast and then right after she gets hit, I'm gonna chop her head off.
Please. No, alright.
Get any magic points back from everyone dying?
Oh yeah, you're at full all the time. You don't even need to like
Hey.
look down or anything.
Freaking
Yeah.
yes!
So it's just crazy because as the battle's going on, you see some Darkblade like slow down and freeze, turning into stone. And then Medusa just come in and just swing their sword at it, breaking the stone. And you see swarms of Backlony in case for those of you who don't know, it's like giant insectoid creatures, essentially.
Don't go the wood.
They actually look kind of cool. And they just, in swarms, dive down on like 2 or 3 Darkblade, and there's like nothing left when they fly back.
Oh!
Can I live like a moment I've wanted to forever?
Sure.
Can I pick up a stick,
Yeah.
charge a dark blade, and ram it down its throat, and cast regrowth on it?
Oh, dude,
And it grows into the most beautiful tree.
Yeah, go for it. It's
That
gonna
is-
cost double the spell, and they're gonna have to make a Constitution save. I know this because I tried doing this myself.
Yeah.
With
No, that's why I want to do it!
Niffy. You have come to the right DM for
You
this.
said that my magic is basically always at full.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about it.
16 to cast a spell, target number is 10.
Yeah. You make a save. I'm so sad.
Did he succeed? Oh,
What did he
dang!
roll?
How did he Constitution save from getting a tree growing?
I rolled 2 6s and a 5.
I can.
I'll just keep him there, and I'll just do it again next round.
Yeah, alright. So you cast Thunder Wave?
Yes,
Thunder Blast?
it passed. It was like 14 or something.
Alright, and it was centered on Eleanor,
Yes.
right?
So
They
it's
must-
6 by 3 yards. It deals
Must
26 rolls.
succeed a
damage.
might test. Alright. Nope. She gets blown off to the ground, and everyone near her as well. You have pretty much successfully separated her defensive circle from her.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Where is she? Did she land on the ground?
Yeah, she's prone right now.
I'm
5
gonna go up to her and hack and slash her as much as I can.
She takes 5 damage.
Takes 5 damage.
Yeah.
Takes 5 damage.
Alright.
Yeah.
She's also knocked prone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to her and freaking. What am I gonna do? I'm going to put both of my blades in like her shoulders and
Yeah.
then just like rip down.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Hey, we're the good guys.
We're the good guys. This is your fault.
You guys don't know the full history of Cindermore. I'll just say now, like, you're good.
They're a bad
good.
city.
Okay.
They,
Yeah.
I mean, before the Dark
Yeah.
Blade even came in, they warred against the.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are you just chose a side in this war.
Yeah,
That's pretty much what you guys have done.
they're not. There's a.
And we picked the right side because they got freaking griffins.
And,
We're just
and
killing people.
war is messy, alright?
We got
Like, this isn't supposed to feel good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does.
Oh,
Yeah. Thranduil, even though the stick didn't work out well, you stuck it in this dude's throat, he kind of choked on it for a bit and spat back out at you, goes to swing at you, and a griffin swoops down, picks him, and flies off with him.
Hey, that was mine!
And the griffin drops him down at your feet, and, like, after flying him up, and he's, like, kind of broken on the ground.
I'm gonna roll him over. Is there like a broken kind of open side?
Yes.
Here, let me
Shove
help
the stick
regrow.
there and cast regrowth.
Yeah, it grows into a nice little sapling.
Can I roll attacks for
Yes, go.
Eleanor?
Basically, Fenthras, except I don't get to shoot arrows at him.
As you're slicing into her, it's not going as deep as you thought it would. Her armor is protected.
Yeah.
So she's pretty buff with the armor in some ways.
Still hacking so much.
Yeah. You've done a little bit of damage to her. So that's your turn. And then it's
Can
your
I-
turn. Randall's done stuff. Amelia's gonna inspire everyone.
Yay.
So everyone gets +2 and intelligence. There's more spellcasters here.
+1 to
Is-
intelligence.
Yeah.
Ooh, thank you.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
And it's +2 to your.
Is Gok dead yet?
Not quite yet. Big is trying to look around to see who the heck is doing this to Gok, as he's just being torn apart. So, Eleanor, she's going to stand, and at you, Yue. Yep. Okay. So you need to make a Constitution stamina test.
Constitution stamina.
Yeah.
Do I have that? Yeah, I got it.
What the heck?
12, 13.
Yeah.
14, 15.
Oh, okay, yeah. You succeed there. Yeah. So, although you do take 2 points of penetrating damage.
Dang it. That's alcohol.
Yeah, she stands up, grabs a hold of you, and you just feel like the air is sucked out of you for a second as the front of you begins to freeze. And then with her second, she's going to arcane blast you. 13 to hit.
Nope.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that 14.
Yeah, and that is her turn in terms of attacking, and she's going to try. Alright. And as she reaches the edge of the trees, axe swings and gets into her shoulder, and she's like, ah! You know, crumbles in pain, and a foot comes out of the trees, kicks her off, and you see Dura walk in. And she looks at you away, she goes, how's Carlisle?
Still alive.
She goes, let's do this. Grand duel.
Oh, this is so cool.
I'm gonna use my major action to cause a phantasm to rip into Buddy Boy.
Yep.
That is, pierce! 7 points of piercing.
Yeah.
And then with my minor action, I'm just gonna arcane blast the nearest lunatic near me.
Yeah, and you're pretty much, even if you miss, you're gonna hit someone, so just roll damage.
Gosh freaking darn it!
Ooh.
4. I keep rolling 1s on my damage die. I'm not happy.
You blow a sword out of a dude's hand, and he just, like a dryad, just comes up on him and grows a tree through him. So, and yeah, so you wipe the dew off your leaf coming in, and you all hear and feel a rumbling, and bursting through pretty much the ground, like mounds and forms up as coming through the archway is this woman that you guys have never seen before, and she's absolutely beautiful. And almost like a curtain drops, you see this freaking massive tree that is the size of a mountain.
Whoa!
And it begins to groan as well. And
You're just gonna scream, that's my cousin!
Is the tree just in the middle of the town? Did it just teleport in the middle of the town?
no, it's like
Oh, like all of a
illusion
sudden
drops.
we see a giant tree in the
It's like a
distance.
curtain drops, like an illusion, and you see this tree the size of a mountain, and instantly Reese's like, "That's the heart of Shop Forest," you know. And she looks to you, Thranduil, gives you like a solemn wave, and she kind of turns and looks up at the tree, and you see the branches just begin to grow and mend and twist into the form of a man, and it drops onto the ground out of view. And she turns and smiles at you, and she says, "I think he's awake." And she draws her bow and shoots at the ground. 4 arrows split and scatter across the ground, and tree roots grow and just like kind of like root and just pierce through a ton of dark blade, twisting and taking them back into the ground.
He's on our side!
Woo!
And all right, back to you two. Millie inspires everyone again.
Okay.
For what?
Intelligence.
Okay.
I want to make sure that
+2.
Ellie is dead. Is there any enemies around me, or?
There's always enemies around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shoot. As a bonus action, can I do like arcane blast? Okay, nice. I want to fire. No, I'm gonna do this first. Shocking shield. Do that first. 12. Oh yeah, I got that. So for rest of encounter, any foe that strikes or grabs me must make a stamina test or take 1d6 plus will penetrating damage.
Oh.
But if it succeeds, only takes 1d6 penetrating damage.
Yeah, you're like a freaking constant bomb. It's always going off.
you're
'cause
like,
it's freaking
yeah!
loud. So yeah, pretty much everywhere you walk, it's just like blitzing off, man.
Yes.
Too
Look at Tesla
Yay.
coil.
much. It is crazy.
Oh my god! Oh!
And you guys also see Nova like in and out, and you see like her form just in battle, because you haven't seen her fight since the tower, is a little bit reminiscent of that crazy form in the tower. And
I bet JoJo in her mind is like, yeah!
Okay.
Yeah!
Obviously,
And
we
you
know
see-
something's up. Like at this point, it's like We just basically have to sit her down and be like, please tell me.
And you see like waves of light radiate off of her as like she's just kind of running through, just blasting, and her jar's like all over the place, freaking out. Yeah.
This is familiar to me because
She isn't moon weaving, if that's what you're asking. She's
Oh,
not
okay.
doing that. It just looks like in battle her form becomes more enhanced and more obvious.
Sweet.
Because she's using her power more. So,
Cool.
and you see like as she's walking, like people nearby her in terms of Darkblade are just sort of like taken aback for a second, not from her appearance, but like something's going on in their head.
Oh.
Yeah. And
Oh.
He's making people go cray cray.
So like panning out like of the camera and zooming into Nova's perspective because she isn't here. Like essentially she's like, all right, Jojo, let's do this. We're gonna get some fried chicken after this. And Jojo's like, heck yeah, man. And she looks to a Darkblade and Jojo shouts, you suck, you're gonna die. Like you're awful. Just verbally like
Bashing them.
Yeah.
It's just vicious mockery, and they're just
Pretty
like,
much.
oh. And then Nova comes in.
Yeah, like his shouts at them are very loud, and it's like they can hear him, and it causes a little bit of damage to them too. Like for some of them, they like strain back, and like a little bit of blood drips out of their ear, and they're just like, "What the heck is going on with that chick?" So it's almost like a mental wave is permeating the Darkblade nearby her, as this guy's like, oh, you're going down, man. Look at, oh, you got eaten by a griffin. Oh, that's rough. No, oh, nah, I don't feel sorry for you at all. I want fried chicken after this. You're going down, boy.
You see this? Or is it kind of like in
you-
passing?
It's just sort of glancing at the battle, seeing this going on with Nova. So you don't really know if this is supposed to happen, and you guys don't hear Joe. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
I was gonna do an arcane blast.
yeah, go for it.
Bonus against
Yes.
Ellie. I guess 9.
Yeah.
This is God dang it.
Alright, I'm running up to her and I'm stabbing her in the back 3 times.
Yeah, as you run up to her, you feel something different. And you look down and you see Frostbite, the dagger that you pretty much ignored this whole point, kind of a little bit blast of light, and its etchings begin to glow.
Oh! Wait.
So I need that other card back. And you hear like a whisper in your mind saying, "You're worthy."
What the heck is that?
This is like your.
Is that what the inscriptions are? Wait, I can't read what the inscriptions are, can I?
Is this your craven edge?
Is this my craven edge? Is this my good craven edge?
For a second, you like look at the dagger, and the celestial running like translates into beast speech, and it says, "Bound to one who is worthy." And then it goes back to the celestial form, and you don't know.
Alright, I'll rip it out and do 3 attacks with it!
Yeah.
Stab her in the heart on the last one. Consider magical and penetrating?
Yeah.
Oh snap! There goes your armor, lady!
Okay. So with that, like her eyes just go wide as you just slash this into her more and more, and it looks like where you stab her, she instantly gets frostbite and like freezes the surrounding skin and muscle, and she just gasps in shock and horror. And you just keep going at it, and all right. So at this point, Gawk falls down, and the Phantom just deals one last scrape into him, this shriek that just penetrates his mind, and he just dies in terror. And Big just like, no! Like this massive yell. And
Cast Phantasm on the other guy, the one that's screaming.
yep.
The chill juice guy just died.
Yeah.
Oh. He didn't have enough juice.
Oh!
Drank
Yeah.
the Kool-Aid.
And you also see
Drank the Kool-Aid!
you see Nova also approach Big, and she's going to take him on. And the trees begin to separate, like physically move themselves out of the way. And through the archway, you guys see this person that
has bark-like skin and hair that is just shining gold. And his arms themselves are green. Like, you know Guild Wars 2, the plant people?
He looks like
He
one
looks
of them.
like them.
Wow.
That's straight up what he looks
looks like a Sylvari.
Yeah. And he walks through, and his eyes just kind of glance over, and he just kind of has a bit of a half smile, and just snaps his finger. And the ground opens up as roots shoot up through a good half of this battlefield of Darkblight and pulls them into the ground.
Oh, it's mine.
The mental image of this battle is literally the coolest
Yeah, I
thing
know,
I've ever
it's so cool. Oh my gosh.
And you see him look up at the sky, and just like as he's going to draw a bow out of nothing, like magic begins to form and a bow just comes out of nothingness. And it's just beautiful, kind of like Fenris going on here, like just twisted branches and such. And he draws a bow of pure magical energy, aims up at the sky, and shoots it. And it soars high, so far.
This is Buddy Boy.
You get the sense it's a Syrian.
Yeah, obviously.
And you see clouds form out of nothingness and swirl, and just lightning strikes down on this battlefield, just decimating a whole bunch of Darkblade. And one strikes down near you guys, and you don't feel the damage. But Eleonora just drops to the ground and just is shaking from this lightning coursing through her veins. And then ice begins to pierce down and pelt the battlefield, and grass is wrapping around the bodies and pulling them down into the earth.
It's avoiding us though, right?
Oh yeah, it's avoiding all of you. It's avoiding all the dryads. And some at this point are just not even fighting anymore. They're like leaning against their griffin, just watching solemnly.
I just want to kill this chick.
Yeah. The clouds quickly like dissipate again, and Syrian, you can hear his voice throughout the battlefield, even though he's softly speaking. And he says, "Drop your weapons now, and it'll be a quick death."
Can I do something really weird? And this
Yeah.
is up to your discretion, but
Okay.
I just want to see if I can try. Could I cast Regrowth, use all of my magic points, and do a bunch of crazy root crap?
Yeah,
Like-
sure.
Can I, just for poetic justice,
Yeah.
can I like grab the chick by like the head or whatever?
Mhm.
I'll give you a quick death and shove the dagger under his heart.
Oh.
And Thranduil, you'll probably notice this because you're kind of closer to Syrian and Syria. And Syrian, he's looking at Eleonora and sort of her buddy buds, and just his eyes glow with pure hatred. And Syria sort of notices her father's expression, looks over, and a similar expression is on her face too. And you pick up very quickly as you look over at these individuals and see the mark on their shoulders, which isn't Darkblade, but this other one. And you can't believe that you didn't notice this before. This is the mark of the K-ring.
Hey, on who? On the Darkblade?
On
or on them?
Eleonora and like the people that she brought with her, because Gok mentioned that she had some friends that joined her.
Oh.
And
What's this mark?
they have that mark. And for Thranduil and probably Riza, you know that the Azarian went down to take down the K-ring and died in the process, and they brought back his
Oh!
Did I stab her in the heart and kill her?
You gotta roll.
I got 3 attacks! 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And my dex is higher.
My regrowth
So,
spell
first attack.
and decimate a couple of those
10
noobs.
damage.
Yeah.
Yes!
10 damage.
Mhm.
And then the second.
Oh man.
She did.
Yeah, if you
Did I kill her?
that last roll you needed, yeah.
So I plunge it in her heart
yeah.
and I twist it and
Yeah, so you say to her, I'll give you a quick death, and you just stab into her over and over in the same spot, and the ice spreads and spreads with each attack, and finally the air just escapes from her, and she is nothing but a frozen block of ice.
And can I kick the ice over and she shatters?
Yeah, and Dura comes in and just kind of stomps on it.
Yeah.
And so Thranduil, you kind of concentrate all your magic, and you're just like, okay, let's see how this goes. And you just slam your hands into the ground, and 2 roots twist out of it and stab through some of the Karen and dive down into the ground. And some of them,
Thank you so much.
yeah. And so you're able to do that as well. And pretty much at this point, with Syrian and Saria joining the battlefield, there's a lot of death very quickly. And it's cleaned up also very nicely.
Sweet!
Yeah.
No cleanup.
Yeah, and you guys look over, and Nova is like just blasting into Bag. Also, as a phantasm, is tearing into him now too. Dura kind of looks at you guys, winks, runs over, and just clops off his head.
Yeah!
And so that's pretty much how it goes. And in the distance, you can see the Guardian, and it looks over to Shot Forest and at the tree, and then just sort of like kind of like waterfalls dissipates, and you can see like the 4 different elements sort of fly in their own way, and they kind of swirl around the great tree in like spirals, and just sort of does that calmly.
Oh, that's cool. That's so cool.
And it does it like not just around the trunk, but also around all the branches, so it's like lit up now, this tree.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And so Surya looks to her father and just kind of laughs. Says, well, not really the kind of bonding experience I wanted. And Syrian just kind of gives like a cocky half smile, and then turns, and the branches just sort of unravel and just shoot back up into the tree.
Oh.
What, he does?
Yeah.
Bye, Uncle.
Pardon?
Said bye, Uncle.
And a flower grows at your feet.
Yes! Oh!
Alright, well, suppose we should probably leave it there then.
That was cool. We just,
So yeah, I can think of anything.
we decimated an entire town in 2 days! Technically it was like 1 day. But, wow.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll pick up next time, which is like March, because...
Yeah, a couple of weeks.
Alright, well that was a crazy session. I did not expect you guys to destroy the town and all the dark blade within. Wow, that happened. Alright, well, there were a couple things I wanted to mention. Partway into the session, Kara mentioned the dark blade and that they killed Azar. This isn't true. It's just, misconception. So the dark blade originally, the first group that the present age group that's now destroyed was based off of, they were a terrorist group around the year 388, I think. They were affiliated with the Nasakians, and they essentially were trying to wipe out all the world leaders of that time. So the Dwarven Kingdom incited a civil war. Yllis killed the leaders. Order of Yaethra, all the leaders except for Yelena was killed. That kind of stuff. Yeah, that's the Dark Blade. The original one, I guess. The other thing I wanted to mention is that the horses you guys came in to Cindermore on are dead. They did not survive the attack either, so you guys do not have a horse. Though I don't think that'll really matter this next session, because you guys, I believe, are planning to head towards Trundle, and you already have a method of transportation there. So yeah, until next session, I am excited to see where this goes.